sneaker box.
Oh shit alert, Louis clothes, calling women sisters, Louboutins and Gucci shows. Well,
that's
It's
you.
Yeah. Is Guru the cop that pulled them over?
Maybe they were in the car together.
They're in the car together.
Yeah, you know what?
Guru's too busy reliving Rocky.
Running up his staircases.
I missed this whole Rocky thing, man.
Oh yeah, you missed out on that one. That was pretty funny. No, I want to say C's had to go pick up Guru.
So by default, they were going to be late.
Yeah.
Together.
Yep. So they're going to be late together. So they got pulled over because there's two black guys in the car together. Two black guys in a black SUV.
Guru's like Hov said in this one song.
I was gonna say he started spitting Jay-Z lyrics at the cop. He started spitting 99 problems to him.
He hit him with a bunch of LeBron stats.
Yeah, of course.
All right, so if anyone can't tell, it's just me and Gino in here, and
well, you got a name.
It's Francis 313.
There you go.
There you
Yeah.
go. C's and Guru are not here. No one's shocked by Guru, right?
He'll be here.
He'll be here.
Yeah, eventually.
C's got pulled over. And we were sitting down, Gino was sitting down eating, I was sitting around drinking.
Eating tacos.
And he called and was just like, you guys start the show without me. So I slammed that beer. He ran over here just so we could make fun of him.
Yeah, man. DWB, you got to be careful, man.
I don't have a rundown or a top five. I could tell you what was on the top five selections.
I was going to say, I don't know. Well, here, I guess we'll do this. In case you don't know what you're listening to.
I don't got a rundown, bro. I don't know what's going on.
This is the Sneaker Box podcast.
Wait, this isn't a half and a half show?
No. They record on Sundays. I just found that out. Yeah, this is the Sneaker Box podcast.
I had all these LeBron and Wale stats I wanted to throw
out. You just got to keep throwing them at them.
All right.
But, yeah, I mean, it's just me and Francis right now, so I guess.
Wait, I can pull up an old rundown and give you the full.
No, we don't need that. They know what this is.
Detroit is definitely in the building via your headphones, stereo, and speakers.
You got to put more bass in your voice so you sound like C's.
Detroit's definitely in the building via your headphones, speakers. This is the Sneaker Box show live from Podcast Detroit Studios, a part of the Sneaker Bar Detroit /DTLR family.
Yep.
You can follow us on Twitter. Does anyone check our Twitter?
I don't even know if I
whatever.
Use the Twitter.
It's at TSB_radio. The Instagram is the Sneaker Box _radio. And if for whatever reason you can follow us on Facebook or chat with us. How does Facebook work?
Who still uses it?
Apparently we do at the Sneaker Box Radio Show.
Where we go. It's just us.
Dun dun dun.
And
then this show note that I pulled up says announce the winner of the week's sneaker battle.
Yeah, I don't even think we do that anymore. I seen you have Footscapes on feet.
I do have Footscapes. They're comfy.
Hey, why don't we just get into the top five?
All right.
Might as well, right?
Yeah. You got that drop? No. It doesn't matter.
I have the drop.
You can say no.
The top five ready?
I have 7 of the 5.
Yeah, we just gonna run through it though. So we got top 5.
The Fab Five. The Fab Five. The Fab Five. Top five.
Saw it in my dream.
I wonder if Under Armour's been anything today.
That's a good question. We wouldn't know.
I'm just gonna type it in the Google and click news.
I was gonna say, no, you gotta do the top 5.
What?
Do the top 5. What's
right,
on that top 5 list? What you got?
All right, so coming in at number 5, we have the son of a bitch.
Well, I don't think that's the name of the shoe.
All right, so coming in at top 5, we have the Adidas Oxwego Zeno.
I see you.
Hey, he's here.
Oh, there he is.
Hey, with the rundown. Hey, what's number 5?
Yeah, what's the top 5? We're doing the top 5.
I got the Nike LeBron SB Blue. Now
that is not what I have.
How is that 5?
And I'm gonna tell you why.
That because it should have been 1.
It should have been.
It should have been.
How?
Because it's the dopest shoe out of the 7.
I agree, but we're going off of people's votes.
You know how I feel about
you know how I feel about the people.
I did make.
Hey, what did that arresting officer think of your list?
On the Royal Oak Police.
was that a DWB?
Man, you know it was. Because he started like, of all the 7 cars, I made a right-hand turn. Guess who got pulled over?
Guru.
No, he's just late.
Still
did you turn right on red?
Yeah.
Did you leave Guru behind?
You can't turn right on red.
Guru left himself behind.
You can't turn right in Royal Oak? on Red?
Not in most of the spots.
Yeah.
Damn.
Like 7, like no bullshit, like 7 cars, and then it was like, all right, it was the black guy in that group. All right, right there. Okay, let's pull him over.
You should have had Guru in the car with you. You could have started rapping the verse from 99 Problems.
We still be sitting there because Guru be trying to argue the point.
Guru would be tased on the ground.
Like because it's just sometimes you just got to just let go. You know, you have no control in that power. I mean, not power. You have no control at that point.
Yeah.
So it's just like, whatever. I don't know where y'all got to, but
we introduced the show already. We introduced each other. You can skip all that.
oh, bet.
And
Okay.
we did the DTLR Sneaker Bar Detroit family thing too. We got all
Yep.
that.
Cool.
Yep. And gave out the Twitter, IG,
Yep, we did
and
all that.
Facebook follows.
We're about to discuss the top 7.
Top 7. Okay, so all right, so
I don't care that the LeBron.
it was a slow week.
I don't care that the LeBron came in dead last because it shouldn't have been.
Well,
beat.
that's why I made the list. Okay, so I'm glad you pointed that out. Okay,
I mean, you
so
said a slow week.
it's been a slow.
You did-
week.
you know what I
Was it
didn't
even
see
a
here?
full week?
2 weeks actually.
Exactly.
I didn't see that Distinct Life Puma on this list.
So what happened was,
Oh, you mean the one that everybody got?
Yeah,
Oh, okay, that one.
yeah,
Yeah. That wasn't like specially made for Detroit.
no.
Okay.
Yeah.
that one.
Are we going to get the Detroit versus everybody Adidas on the next week's?
so I'm gonna be.
I mean, I could have did that myself.
I'm
Red and black
2019.
Yeah, with just Detroit versus everybody written on the
exclusive
on the hill.
release.
2019. I'm aiming.
Everybody locally.
No,
I mean, hey, they deserve it.
All right.
I'm aiming at being positive.
It's
Whatever.
It's like they just paint
I'm happy.
targets on their
I'm
stuff.
happy for everybody involved.
Whatever. I'm throwing so much shade. You think it's raining out here? I'm taking out that many umbrellas.
I'm happy for everybody involved. I'm just gonna keep it at that. But with that being said, I really want to go in, but I'm not.
What are we going in on?
Yeah, come
No,
on.
Throw it out there. Throw something out.
Hey, look,
I'm gonna
we
be positive.
Hey,
we went off the cuff with the intro. We might as well.
Bro, the
continue
second
going.
you
I'm
called,
scared to even listen.
the
now.
second you called and said, I got pulled over. You guys gonna start the show? I slammed my beer. We
Why don't I
paid the
sound like
tab,
Macho Man Randy Savage though?
and we ran across the street.
He was like,
The-
"Whoa,
I didn't
brother."
even make it into the store. The door didn't even close, and I yelled, "Start the show!"
Oh, wow. Okay.
I had to ask a couple times to make sure because I didn't fully believe
Yeah,
that.
you should
I know, right? Like,
You should have seen Francis. Francis like
The way he came
like-
in, like all like huffed out and aggressively, like we're starting the show right now, and I'm like, are we?
Yeah,
he did like when the cop slide on the hood of the car. He did that over the table.
I didn't even get
It's like,
water.
wow,
My
shit.
finger's empty still.
oh, wow.
He has to pee.
Yeah, been
I know,
holding
I
it.
know, that's why you twitching?
Don't
I
worry.
thought he was just
apparently-
nervous. So like, no, like how many shows have you done?
My bladder's
Apparently, his
fine.
bladder's been through a lot worse, so he's okay.
Well, he is
still.
small though, so I mean, too, like his bladder is not.
So what we going in on?
All right,
what we going in on? Just throw it out there.
I'm
Throw
gonna
it
be
out there. Throw it out
positive.
there.
I'm gonna be positive on that
that
note.
talk.
But
that shit.
as far as the Fab Five, this is why you know what? Man, this is a sneaker podcast. I know we'll get to it eventually. No,
great.
it's funny. Now, y'all, I just want people to understand the dynamics of the show.
Are you possessed?
It sounds like
I
it.
know, really.
I need to cut you
By
off.
Macho Man Randy Savage.
I grabbed the hell out of this muff and just yelled into it.
I know.
Oh, pause.
Hey,
but,
that's what it's called.
Stop handling the muff.
It's a muff.
Keep your lips
You
off
love
it.
your muff, don't you?
Wow.
Gotta buy it dinner first.
Wow. But no,
Very-
so I don't
very
want people to
intimate.
understand that
There's lipstick on the other side of yours. Where do you think that one's been?
I just noticed it too. Like it's been in my face this whole entire time. Who's like making out with the muff?
Hey,
over here?
that's what
I
she
don't
said.
know, but that's just not doing that.
Somebody is getting real cozy with the muff.
We're gonna have to take a look at the mother podcast and come in
Oh
here.
man, yeah, we need our own studio. That's what we need.
It was the half and half show.
Make it happen, DTLR. All right, so
It was the half and half show.
yeah, right. Who's wearing lipstick? Guru.
He thought
That's your mic.
he thought the mic was LeBron.
Yeah, they're making out with. Yeah, it's a picture of LeBron on her tape. But no, so I don't want other people to understand the dynamics of the show though. Like Francis is like the red angel that sits on your shoulder to get you to do the bad things. And usually I side with Francis on a lot of things because it's so fun to just get in trouble. However, for the betterment of the show, that's why I'm so happy I have a Jumpman and a Guru. Because those two are collectively the white angels. Even though Guru's bad himself though. Like Guru's like the
Damn, I'm
worst
not a
the
part
show.
of this.
You're just indifferent. Like I'm not even sure you're an angel. You're just kind of
I'm just here.
yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah, I wouldn't say an angel. You're not a demon either though. Like I don't know what I would call you.
Damn, why would I have to be a demon?
Kind of
though?
like a purgatory. I said you're not. So you kind of like in this purgatory. I don't know what to call you.
I mean, look, I would love to hear your thoughts on
Everything.
on the state of the city.
Is that what it is?
State of the city.
Is that what it
city.
is? Is this what we talked about on the phone the other day?
Look, I respect. I was gonna put it like this. I respect the people that came before me, but I guess you had the benefit of being born before me too. So,
See,
that's all I'm saying.
see,
That was a really nice, clean way to put it. But go ahead, Francis.
So I'm just gonna keep it at that. I appreciate and I respect everybody involved with all their projects.
Did
so
you
I'm just gonna leave it alone.
Did you get a box of jackets recently, bro?
Nope.
Sound like it.
I told you 2019 is my New Year's resolution is to be positive. But going back to this Fab Five list, though.
One of them jackets
All
is
right,
on
so-
there.
Wow. You guys suck. All right, so okay, so we talked about it being a slow 2 weeks actually. And so I allowed the
my
people
Jordan
to vote.
9 could have been up there.
No, it's on the list, just not this one. But
What list? Can I get that rundown?
so still whatever. There you go. But so I allow people to vote every week, and then you guys, depending on who will get the most likes, makes as far as rank. That's where it ranks on the list. So I put the LeBrons up there, and it got the lowest amount of votes or likes, on our Instagram. So, with that being said, it normally, in most normal situations, it would not make the top Fab Five. However, I think that shoe is the dopest shoe of the week. Me personally.
I mean, out of everything that was
I don't
up
see
there,
the actual number 5 on here.
So you just making that up?
No, the Oswego or whatever isn't up here.
It got bumped. This is what happened. I'm in the middle of explaining it. He's going to ask me a question. But, so I kind of called an audible. And
I like how you did when we did the sneaker battle royal.
no, I didn't call an audible. The fans voted. The fans,
Lies.
the listeners,
The vans?
spoke.
Lies.
The fans,
The Caesars.
The
The
Vans
Caesars.
spoke.
they spoke.
The Caesar
Their
burner
voices were
accounts
heard. The votes were counted.
by Caesar.
And so, but no, so I called an audible. I made an executive decision and added the LeBron 16s on there in place of the Oswegos. Now, those are dope. Don't get me wrong, but the LeBrons deserve to be on this list. However, I didn't put them out of respect for the people that voted. I didn't put them at number 1, but they did make the list. Sorry.
They should have been number 1.
They should have been.
I mean, like I said, looking at what was available to vote
There's nothing above these shoes that look better. I'm sorry.
Facts.
But
That Presto.
Presto's nice. Look, all these shoes on here are nice.
I'm gonna be honest. What kills the Presto for me is my man's got on them thick white socks. Like, it takes away from the look of the shoe.
Yeah, he got on like some winter wool socks.
Yeah, like you
with
come
some
on,
Prestos.
Yeah, you can't do that.
Oh, not those Prestos.
But starting at number 5, we have the Nike LeBron 16 SB Blue.
What?
Sue me. Dope shoe, dope colorway. It was part of the draw, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so it wasn't
That
like
wagon.
a release. It was kind of like
I'm
sudden.
legit going on like 0-53 with sneakers.
I know. I'm not. I'm my losing streak. I'm looking like the Lakers over here.
I'm just
My
entering raffles, bro. I don't know what address the stuff's going to. I don't even know what cards on file. I'm just entering raffles now. I'm not gonna win them.
Well, yeah, because as soon as you try to open it up, it makes you rechange everything that you already set up on there.
I had to change the size for whatever reason.
You know what I hate though about the sneakers app though is that
Everything.
Yeah, way to summarize it, but no, is that like you'll go to purchase a shoe, like okay, so like on a normal day, right? Like right now, if I want to purchase a shoe, I could click on that shoe, and if it's in my size, a little thing come up, as from are you sure? And then you click OK, whatever, right? But it seems like on the day of the release, I got to put in my password again. I'm already logged in. Why do I have to re-put in my password?
It happens to me all the time.
That makes absolutely no sense. Why do I have to put my password in twice? Well, you want to make sure, that I want to buy the shoe.
Yeah. No,
Like I
it's
don't
trash.
understand that. Like I mean, who's frivolously buying shoes that nobody knows about? Like if somebody's able to hack into your phone, especially nowadays, like don't
Especially
you think
your phone.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, don't you think they got access? At that point, my password is not going to stop them.
I was going to say, I think what should happen then is you should be able to just maybe re-enter whatever your password combination is on your actual phone. In your case, the hieroglyphic code that you got to put in. And in case of you use an iPhone, either your thumbprint or facial recognition.
Yeah, so
to
much
just
easier.
automatically log you in and buy the shoe. Like, why do you have to re-put in all of your sneakers account information?
First of all, Samsung been better than Apple for a long time as far as phones. So let's just get that straight.
Hey, you remember?
Well, you still
what
having
was it?
problems getting shoes too, so
I was
kind of
like,
in the same boat.
Actually, remember last week when you were trying to find that Josh interview and you went through how many tabs on your phone?
No, it's because of the file that they sent it to me.
He had to go through like 6 folders.
I just
Dude, I had to go
Right.
through. I had to use Rosetta Stone.
He had to use the
There you
zip
go.
drive.
Right.
I had to use Rosetta Stone to fucking figure out.
Let's count these steps.
One.
Unlock.
1,
I just hit another tab. Ready?
2,
Yep, yep. All right, I did
3.
that.
Oh my
Okay.
God, you really about to do this?
And then right.
4. Oh, there it is. That was fast.
Okay, but who sent you that?
You did.
Okay, so right, that's before. See, he didn't have to go through what I had to go through. Like, he does not understand. I don't know how they sent me that interview.
Now, you're right.
It was like zipped upon zipped upon zip. It was like,
You're right. He doesn't
It
know what
was
you
like-
got to go through because he doesn't have one of those phones.
I mean,
I
I could
know.
have found the 10 Commandments by the time. Like, honestly, the effort it took, like, I almost got to the point where I was just like, yo, forget this interview. I don't even care anymore. You know what I'm saying? Like, we'll just tell our listeners it never happened. Like, you know.
But it did happen and it was pretty good.
No, yeah, thank you. Shout out to StockX too, by the way. And whether you agree with him or not, and whether you like his answers or not, I do respect the fact that he did sit down with us and answered every question. You know, and it's in particular about the employees and the diversity, because that's something personal to me. You know, like, how can I call out Adidas on their lack of diversity and then go to StockX and not ask them the same thing, especially when I saw it firsthand.
Yeah.
You know, and so, but you know, he sat right across from me and he looked, you know, I gave me an answer, and I respect that as a man. Now, whether or not you agree and whether or not you liked what he said, I ain't gonna say it's irrelevant, but most people wouldn't even go that far. Most people, you know, they'll have like a lawyer or, you know, a PR person, and they'll stop and be like, oh no, don't answer that. And, you know, and, so no, I mean, he was very open, very candid, and I respect that and I appreciate that.
And I've seen enough interviews with them. Like, the PR person was there too.
Yeah, she was sitting there. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, but it was like, you know, he wanted to answer these questions. You know, so I feel like even if she tried to intervene, you know, he would have been like, "Nah, I got this."
Yeah.
And so, no, shout out to him on that end. So I ain't mad at him.
Oh, that was a great interview.
It was very good. I mean, it was, the thing I like about it too is just, it was a good conversation. You know, I felt like we had, you know, it just kind of flowed, at least for me. You know, cause sometimes you talk to a person and you interview them and it's just like, you know, these rehearsed robotic answers, and it just kind of takes away, there's no soul to the interview, right? It's just a body and a shell. This one, I felt like had a soul. It was a actual being. So,
That's deep.
I was gonna
Yeah.
say, yeah, we did just get like real, like philosophical, like.
I gotta listen back to the interview. I don't think we heard the same interview.
no, I'm just saying conversation.
Pull that one back up.
Conversation, because you
Count them, Gino.
You were tuned
One.
into the soul of Josh.
No, see, no, you going too far now. See, no, but I was just saying, like, I'm just saying, conversation. Like, you can listen to it, and it's just a good conversation, regardless of the interview aspect of it. It was just a good conversation. But anyway, number 4, because I
concur.
want to know what 4 shoes usurped the LeBron 16s.
All of the trash.
No, these are actually nice. This next one, number 4, is the Adidas Commander Crystal White, also known as the Black History Month.
Oh, you
White.
didn't like the Commander.
This is a good colorway of it.
I don't like them.
Like, if you're gonna make that shoe, this is by far the best colorway I've
White
seen of
shoe?
that shoe. Yeah, Black History Month white.
Okay.
See, and so,
Or should I say Black History Month black? That's their black.
they colorblind.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
Adidas Commander Crystal White, footwear white and go. I thought it was a clean colorway. You had that milky translucent outsole. You had that suede cream upper with the hits of go. As far as that shoe silhouette, that is a perfect colorway.
I like the Commander.
I don't hate the Commander. It's just they come out with pretty
Dull colorways.
dull or horrid. You know what I'm saying? Like,
It's not a cheap model either.
really.
I think the neighborhood one was like $190.
Jeez, I mean, what's the tech in that? Like, I mean, what makes it so expensive?
I don't know if it was unique to that collaboration.
Was it C's favorite word?
What?
Quality?
No.
Oh, see.
I don't know if it was the.
There's things I say and then there's things you hear.
I don't know if it was the collaboration, like you attached neighborhood's name to it, and it just drove the price up. But that shoe was like $190,
which usually happens. Yeah. But no, I mean, the Commander, I don't think is a horrible shoe. I just think that they don't do a good job of, sometimes you can make a good silhouette look like shit. Like with the colorway and the color blocking. So
I mean, execution when it comes to footwear is probably like the most important thing.
Yeah, because not every shoe looks good all white. Every shoe looks good all black. But then you can accent it with colors, and it can make a shoe look like a 10 or a 1. Anyway, number 3. This is another good shoe. Once again, not better than the LeBron 16, but a good shoe. The Jordan Why Not 0.2 OKC Home. And I don't even really like that silhouette.
I don't like the silhouette. I don't like that color. I don't like that colorway.
Why?
But just it's in terms of what he's been wearing on the court. In terms of what he's been, ring the bell. In terms
of Gino for making me ring the bell.
In terms of what he's been wearing on the court, that's like one of the more dull, plain colorways he's got. Like the Super Soaker one was pretty good. The Three Bears one was pretty good.
Okay, so that's not fair.
But that's
what you're saying in comparison, because he's normally loud. So you're saying because it's not loud as the other stuff,
and for that to be a top 5.
But look at the week though. Look at what happened.
Nothing. I totally agree with you. That's why it's kind of like it's just.
It's like I could have been in a coma and woke up today and like nothing happened.
We could have like realistically not even had a top 5 this week.
Really, but for the purposes of the show.
Gotcha.
Number 2, we have the Nike Air VaporMax Flyknit 2.0 random. Now these are nice. This is another nice shoe. Now, see, once again, the VaporMax is a weird shoe because it depends on who you are, right? If you are Gino's height, and if you're Gino, you can get away with it. I was gonna say, yeah, basically, if you're small, right?
Wow.
But for me, nah, son. It looks like I'm wearing socks with Tide Pods underneath.
I mean, that's how they look on everybody's feet.
Nah, some people they make.
I feel like I'm too fat for them.
Yes. I was trying to find a diplomatic way of saying it, even for myself.
The Air holds up.
The Air holds up. It's just the shape doesn't.
Yeah.
Well, true.
I want a pair.
And they're not comfortable. Like, I don't know if there's a breaking in process, but I know I like the one like the Air Max Plus, the VaporMax Plus. It has that midsole. Like, that cushioning for me is key.
Well, I was gonna say for bigger gentlemen, the VaporMax Plus would probably be the one that's more. Yeah, you want to go with the Flyknit ones.
Too.
The Flyknit ones are definitely for, like you say, like if you got like a smaller,
you gotta be
foot,
dainty.
Yeah.
Like,
I said no. Like when women wear them,
yeah, exactly. Honestly, I feel like it should be a women's exclusive.
Women and Asians.
What about Asian women?
Bro, I mean, I'm just saying it because Guru would say it, but nah, for real, bro. Like,
Guru hates both.
Does he hate Asians?
You know what's funny? That's why everybody laughs in the room because you should hear Guru off the show.
He hates everybody except for LeBron.
There should be a Sneaker Box After Dark show, like like this extra 30 minutes of like behind the scenes content.
Yeah, when we rate the Half and Half podcast.
Basically, he is horrible. Guru's a horrible human being. Let's put it like that.
I'm saying it, man. Don't be fooled. Man. Don't be fooled.
He is the worst.
He's the bottom.
And then, but honestly, it's a dope shoe. Basically it kind of pulls off the color theme. It kind of reminds me of the Kyrie confettis. The Kyrie 4.
I can see that.
Yeah. So, I mean, not a bad shoe. Like these shoes, like honestly, if we flipped this list, I wouldn't have been upset.
Yeah, but I mean, just none of them seem like, none of those shoes like capture attention. Except for the LeBron.
Nothing. Yeah.
But like I said,
only one.
Well, with the LeBron like dropped just like randomly,
Yeah, so it wasn't like people anticipated this shoe, like not until like 3 days ago.
Yeah.
And then number 1, we have this is the most basic one, the Nike Air Presto Fly World. Now, mind you, this shoe I don't think came out yet. Excuse me, out yet over here. I think it did come out overseas, like in Europe or whatnot. And honestly, I can't even remember the last time a Presto made the list. So I mean, it's kind of a pleasant surprise. But
I mean, I like Prestos, but
yeah, I never had a chance. I doubt I ever will have the chance.
Not for a top 5 release, but again, with the week that it's been
a pretty slow 2 weeks. I feel like everybody just kind of checked out until May.
What happens in May?
The Jordan Force.
What Force?
Really?
The bread Force.
He knows exactly what I'm talking about. Like,
I just want to call him bread.
Yeah, go ahead. Jumpman's not here.
I know. I'm just looking at his seat. Just imagine him blowing a whistle on me.
It's just a whistle in the seat in this place. Yeah, so I feel like everybody's kind of checked out. And I'm kind of surprised by that. Like last year, Jordan brand started off strong. Year.
The other thing too,
and Nike. It seemed like everybody did. Puma.
Look at what's been coming out from Jordan brand. Like recently, you had them 4s.
What 4s?
Those
Citron,
hot
punch.
nostalgia.
Oh yeah, those nostalgia flights.
You know what though? God damn it, Nightwing. Because I could watch a video review, and typically I don't really watch them. Well, I kind of dip and dab, and I go on YouTube, and I really like seeing the newcomers and just seeing what they bring and how they differentiate themselves versus people who are established and whatnot. But Nightwing, you'll watch his videos, and I don't know how he films it, but he makes that shoe look gorgeous. Like if you watch Nightwing's video, he made me want to buy that shoe.
And then when you see it in person.
Yeah, that's the thing.
Shit's trash.
It's like when you pull up the Burger King and you see the menu, like the pictures,
man,
and then you get the smashed up Whopper. It's like, yo, what happened?
It's funny because it's true. You get the white pieces of lettuce.
Yeah, like half a gallon of mayo.
It's all spread out on the paper.
It's like, all right, okay. But like I'm watching this video and like I'm like going on the sneakers out like, I gotta get these.
Don't do it.
No, do that.
I won't.
I mean, it's the same thing. Like I said with those 9s. That's why I'm waiting because I'm like the price is gonna drop on those. That'd be one of those. Get them just to get them. But that's another one.
That's not you signed it last week.
That's exactly what see, like how you just said. When y'all be taking what I say and flipping it and turning it.
I mean, you sound like those are like grails. Like you must.
No, I'm saying because like how you just said, there's nothing releasing. Like there's nothing right now. It's dead. This month will probably be a dead month, and especially was it Nike's not even releasing anything special for Air Max Day.
I kind of feel like everybody blew their load like last year.
Whoa!
They got
no, because it's like
don't say blew their load.
Isn't there Air Max Day stuff?
Huh?
Isn't there Air Max Day stuff?
They're not dropping anything on Air Max Day.
They're gonna drop everything like sprinkled throughout
the month. Yeah. I got to get those Susans, by the way.
Those are hard.
Yes,
but we know what's gonna happen with those.
It's gonna be like
expect to take that
number 306 for me on a sneakers app.
Yeah, it's something about I read it. They're gonna focus on like I guess clean air, something for the environment for Air Max Day, something like that. Look, it's a major company. They're gonna get publicity for trying to do some sort of green initiative.
Say that for people that live in Virginia, like the rest of us who don't.
Why they gotta live in
coal
Virginia
mine for a living?
I was gonna say why they gotta live in Virginia.
I put it together.
Okay, gotcha.
I feel like what I just. I ain't gonna go there.
Go.
Guru's not. No, because I felt like what just happened was like an Eminem verse. So people are like, they hear like one line, but they don't pay attention to the entire bar. So they hear the one line and complain about it because it goes over their head instead of listening to the whole bar and how he brings it together. Well, that's another story for another day. I'm gonna say that for the half podcast.
Eminem, hold on. You brought up Eminem. I gotta fill the role of Guru. Wale, LeBron, Jay-Z.
You don't understand about the Eminem thing. I know this is a sneaker podcast, but it's just bothering me.
He got shoes.
The thing that I hate about people that complain about Eminem is they talk about like, he doesn't have content. Like, name another rapper that's told you more about their life than anybody, than him. 2, y'all complain about when he his last album when he tried to be woke. Y'all didn't like that. Y'all always want the old Eminem, but then when he goes back to that, he said about the same stuff. Like. What do y'all so bipolar in what y'all want? And honestly, I just feel like, I'm just gonna put it out there. This is an unpopular opinion. I feel like and everybody likes to say, well, he sells because he's white. Okay, name another white rapper that's done what he's done. If it's that easy, if you could just say a verse and be white and sell records, name another rapper that does what he does.
G-Eazy.
I was drawing a blank on that guy. You saw me tap my laptop open. I was like, there was another rapper.
I'm gonna just start naming white rappers right now.
No. Naming a white rapper is not what I asked. I asked what he's done.
I mean, but what white rapper has lasted as long as he's lasted?
That's my point. Like, there's been plenty of white rappers that have come out after him, and they haven't had the careers he's had. They haven't had the longevity he's had. They haven't had the record sales he's had. They haven't had the impact he's had. You know what I'm saying? So to just summarize it as, well, he's white. No, the dude got skills. It's just a lot of these dudes, like, it's funny to me, like, you know, anybody bumping him in the hood. Like, dog, like, really pay attention to what's bumping in the hood and then tell me that's better than him.
I mean, well, the other thing too is,
like, it's funny to me, like, why do you think, you guys sit up here and let mumble rap rise to the level that it's become and then sit there and have the nerve to critique people? And I find it also funny that the people who sit there and said Tupac is overrated are, like, now all of a sudden bitching about content. Like, dude, like, he was, like, the most, name another rapper that had more substantive content in their music than Tupac. Y'all complain about him, and then now all of a sudden the argument goes, oh, because he wasn't lyrical enough. But then you want to look at Eminem and say, well, he ain't got no content. Like, dog, y'all so bipolar in what y'all want from rap.
I mean, that's everybody.
Just say that, you're not going to give the crown to a white rapper. And not that I have a problem with that, because I know where it comes from. Because for so long, we had it against us, right? Like, we couldn't be the best golfer because we was black until Tiger. We couldn't be the best because we were black.
He threw that away.
Right.
12 inches of snow went 3 times platinum, just FYI.
What?
12 inches of snow.
I don't even know what that meant.
Snow Informer.
Oh,
that
that
guy. Yeah.
What?
He's a white rapper.
He was,
What?
no, I thought he was Jamaican. He was a white Jamaican.
That's what I'm going to say.
Canadian
Yeah,
reggae.
Snow.
Because I get tired of having
Snow.
this argument with Guru, because it's like,
Because
because
you
he'll,
Going to have to have.
complain about-
because Guru can't accept the fact that a
Wait,
white person is
hold
doing
up.
anything.
Wait, time out.
Right, yeah,
time
you
out.
could
You
be
know,
too militant.
so is this episode going to turn to we was going to talk shit about Caesar? Now we going to talk shit about Guru.
Oh, no, I definitely got to listen to the first 10 minutes of the show now.
No, you know the funny thing about Guru, and Guru's my boy. It's always funny.
He's
I've
so
never,
biased.
I've never met anybody that cannot accept being wrong about anything.
I thought I was bad. I
He's
really,
gonna be, he was like, how you gonna tell me? How you gonna sit here and tell me Eminem's out? So Wale is done more for this. Hove has done 98 times
I tell
platinum.
Guru all the time, like, you take what he's done for you and make that as, emblematic of what he's done for everybody. Like, I like Wale, but to sit there and say that Wale is bad, it's just no level.
But you already know, like with everything.
But it depends on what you're looking for too.
Exactly.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you can't expect Eminem to be like bohemian or be deep. You know what I'm saying? Because he was never that. Why are you expecting that? Why are you expecting deepness from M? What the hell? This show
You don't remember this?
been derailed, and I feel responsible.
Oh yeah, you are.
I am. Oh my God! Please turn it off. My ears are.
You remember that, right?
No,
You don't remember that?
and that's for good reason. Please no.
You got it. How about yet? You remember that yet?
Oh my God!
How about now? No?
I'm gonna call you White Ranger for playing stuff that I hate.
He was woke.
Oh my God!
What was he saying? Can you
Not
pull
a
it?
damn thing.
Pull up rap. Was it Genius? let's pull them lyrics up.
But all I'm saying is, look, honestly, if you ask my honest opinion, right, Tupac is always my sentimental favorite because I grew up on him and he spoke to me growing up, right?
Yeah, but that's the
Jay-Z.
thing. But that's the thing when it comes to like everybody's opinion of music, especially like now, because you look at what the kids are listening to. They'll say the same thing about what's the guy that got killed? XXX.
Yeah.
They talk about his music speaks to him. The same like
And
Lil
that's-
Uzi. So
and
that's what I'm
fine.
saying.
I mean, but when you're talking about, like, okay, for example, right, like when you're talking about GOATs, no matter what genre it is, let's just talk about basketball, right? Like you got LeBron, you got MJ, right? They have they have repertoires that you can argue over, right? You can't just come out and say, I think Spud Webb is a GOAT. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, cause honestly, like, you can't make that argument. Like, there's nothing that you can point to say that Spud Webb is the greatest basketball player of all time.
Yeah, but now
Just because he's your favorite does not make him the greatest.
But that also goes into what you've seen.
Huh?
That also goes into what you've seen. Like, I mean, for me and you, I at least know for me, I didn't get a chance to see Jordan's entire career.
Right.
Like, I realistically don't remember Jordan until probably like 2 years before he won his first NBA title. That's when I remember Jordan.
You know
LeBron, I saw his entire career.
And I'm
up to
glad
this
you
point.
said that because, and as you get older, you'll realize this. Like, everybody shits on old people until they become old, right? Because everybody wants to say, oh, you're an old head, or you just stuck in your ways. Why is it that? Why is the argument that? Why can't you just be young and dumb and not know anything beyond what you've seen? You know what I'm saying? When you've lived a long life, you've seen a lot of stuff. So therefore, you're able to make a better comparison than somebody who's only seen, like, if you've only been alive for 10 years and I've been alive for 30, what makes you think you got a better grip on what's the greatest of all time than me?
So then we're saying that, you know,
Not to say that
you know
one
how
is better than the other.
JB, you know how JB like to not put LeBron in that category. So
Look, I think LeBron is in that conversation. Now, do I think he's better than MJ? No.
no, but I mean,
But-
LeBron is top 3 all time,
Agreed.
maybe top 2.
Agreed. I would never argue. I would just say he's not better than MJ. I wouldn't even say he's better than Kobe. No. I don't know. See, now, I feel like you got
But
a
it
better
depends. It
argument there.
depends what you're looking for.
But once again, it comes down to personal favorites because
Yeah.
I personally would pick Kobe over LeBron.
Yeah, you know, so would I.
But I can see why somebody would pick LeBron over Kobe. Only reason I think people pick LeBron over Michael is because they haven't seen Michael play. So it's easy to sit there and watch LeBron play, and you know if that's all you've seen versus maybe a couple highlights on YouTube of Jordan, you don't really get a grasp because who's really sitting down watching game film of like the '93 finals? Nobody. Okay, Gino maybe.
I mean, I love going back
No.
watching those. Oh,
Oh, there you go.
Oh.
and the right
so
guy
now
came
we move
in.
on. Now we move on to the ugliest release of the week. The ugliest release of the week, and just to mess with you, I made it this: the Dream It, Do It retro Air Jordan
Man,
Retro
it's
9.
fine, man. Like I said, when that price dropped down to 110, and then I get somebody discount on it, I'll go ahead and grab them for like
You gonna Dream It, Do It.
$70. That's the plan.
Coming soon. I know people gonna be listening. Like that was abrupt. You know, so y'all just switch gears.
They'll figure it
I know.
out.
Yeah, I just can't wait for Guru to listen to the show.
Yeah.
But
Ooh, you
coming
listen
soon-
back to the show? Whoa,
Oh,
whoa,
man,
whoa, whoa.
man.
Whoa, can we get his mic on? Can you do it again? What did you say?
Right, turn the volume.
What did you just
Turn
say?
those shits up.
Do it again. Smokey.
I said I called Caesar, let him know that I was sick.
Man, you sound like Harry Belafonte Jr.
That's why I just came.
Like, dog, like what the
You been up arguing about Wale all night?
Absolutely not. I ain't argue about nobody. I don't talk to nobody when I'm sick.
Man, you sound like Muhammad Ali near the end. Like, what?
I don't know if you
When I
going to
get
hell.
over-
I don't know if you going to hell for talking bad about the dead.
I love
Or
Ali,
talking shit
but
like
some of it
that
doesn't
to
sound
Guru.
like when I get Joe Frazier in the ring. Like, dog.
Did you have to shake your hand when you said that? Like,
Man.
this is audio, bro.
I know. Yeah, you're right.
You terrible.
Yeah, you shook his
Terrible.
Yeah,
hand.
you not as terrible as his voice. What's wrong with you?
Right?
I was sick. I mean, I didn't have it. First 2 days, I had like a head cold. My nose started clearing up, and I woke up like Saturday, Sunday morning. My voice
Sonny
was gone.
Liston.
He's still doing the shakes, bro.
It's terrible.
He's shaking.
Man, I'm not
That's
shaking.
why he can never. I can never be worse than him.
No, please. So you the greatest.
Never works.
You the greatest
Never
ever.
Look, he's still shaking.
The people I make fun of are fully healthy and alive.
Oh no! Please. We just made fun of somebody like last week.
No, they were not dead, and they were not sick or ailing.
Didn't you make fun of the guy that died in Red Lobster?
No, I told you what happened. I didn't make fun of it.
No, he
That was exactly what happened. I made fun of the EMS driver, what he said. but I
He
didn't
might
make
be
fun of-
dead.
But
right.
The EMS driver.
He said he ain't dead. Like he know. You can keep a track of the EMS driver.
He's like 20 years old.
I don't mean nothing.
Right. 20 years don't die.
I mean, no, he wasn't African American, so I'm pretty sure he got in there.
So if he ain't
Wow. Wow. So
Racist.
clearly he didn't have high blood pressure then. Huh?
No, I'm just saying he probably didn't grow up in an environment where it caused people to kill each other, in their ethnicity.
Or he didn't have early health problems.
Jeez, this show went south real quick. I'm not even sure I want to post this show. Coming
Record.
coming soon.
Practice
Are we
show.
recording this right now? I don't even know. This is the first time I heard this brand. Jound?
Oh, you didn't give me a rundown. I can't help you.
Oh yeah, I did.
No.
And then he took it back from
Yeah,
you.
and then you took it back from me. Let me see what you got.
They have a Reebok Club C coming out.
Oh, yeah, I don't know what the hell that says.
Yeah, but that's how it's spelled. So.
Jound.
You sure it wasn't a typo?
No,
Were you doing your Ali impersonation when you were talking?
horrible? But they have a Reebok Club
channeling
C.
Michael J. Fox.
They have
Come on, man. Leave Teen Wolf alone.
They have a Reebok Club C collab coming out later this spring. Undercover has a Nike SFB Mountain collab dropping this summer. We might get the Yellow Toe Air Jordan 1 by this summer. I've been looking forward to that ever since the.
Just have somebody customize them for you.
Man, that's all that
Really?
is.
What was that pack that came out last year? It was like the
suede ones?
Yeah.
Yeah, the
Which I thought was a complete waste of time.
it was like Blue Moon or Red Clay or Orchid
Oh,
Yellow.
those.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
those.
They had like regional releases and they all sucked.
But they were
they
also
did.
they all were supposed to mean something
The
symbolic of
finals.
his career or
The
something.
teams that he beat in the
Yeah,
finals.
but they were, I mean, regionally released. Quality wise, they're good.
Oh, here we go.
Yeah, I know, but whatever.
Caesar about to.
They were good, like the suede and stuff. Like they were made well, but like whatever story got lost and like the regional release did it
They're
like
just doing too much
terrible.
with the ones.
I was
man.
going to
I'll
say, I
it
think the
again.
main thing is the fact that it was a Jordan 1.
I think that those color
just
blocking
one of
only
many-
work.
Or the people who paid all that money for the no resale ones, and then end up they go re-release the same shoe just without the lettering.
Yeah,
Facts.
Yeah.
yeah, because that yellow not for
It's
resale.
the same shoe as the one they coming out
Ooh.
with.
Same
I
as
hope
that
it ain't
shit.
I hope it ain't the same material.
Well, it's bad or good.
No,
on
the
first
not for
one.
resales are like really well made.
Oh,
Like
it
it's
probably
like
won't be.
buttery. Like I hate using the term like
Buttery.
shattered backboard leather because
it's
it's
on
just
YouTube.
leather that's been
Every
like soaked
Jordan 1 they
longer.
get their hands on the shattered
I was going
backboard.
to say, you might not get that this year with the
But
patent
people-
leather ones.
But people who say shattered backboard leathers, the
Don't have
people knows the people who didn't buy sneakers before 2011.
Yeah,
Because if you bought shoes before 2011, they made with good leathers.
yeah, they were. That's like
Especially
I
the
know that,
Nike basketball back in the late 90s, early 2000s.
but like that leather that was used on that not for resale is like really good leather.
yeah, they tend to do that with the limited Jordan ones. They make them really good. Or the Friends and Family band ones. Those had excellent leather.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people don't know that. Yep.
The Friends and Family band one.
Yeah, they were made just like the GR pairs. No difference. It's just that the quality of leather was really dope.
What happened to the rumor though? That was supposed to be like a patent leather band one. You know how they did the top 3 gold joints.
If
the
they
gold toe?
forgot, you
Yeah.
just reminded them.
Yeah, I know. There you go. Yeah, my bad. Timestamp.
There you go. Send them
Yeah,
more
edit this
ideas.
out.
Like
Edit
how you
this
did
one
with that up tempo.
No, they was always done with the ones. Oh, Caesar said we didn't do patent leather. 4 more.
Well, like I said, they got that shattered backboard 3.0 supposed to be patent leather.
Man, that's so trash. Like,
Is it supposed to be patent leather?
That's
just-
the picture I keep
just
seeing for
just
it.
just
I
let
thought
that
regular leather. I saw the regular leather.
yeah, just let that shattered backboard concept die.
It was unique
No,
the
no,
first
they-
time.
They can't
Yeah.
do that. They found
The second
something.
Now
time-
it's just like a Halloween Jordan 1.
That's
The
what
second
I'm saying.
time I gave it a pass because they was trying to tie it into the 30 ones and they was trying to sell that shit. Okay. But like you said, this third one is like y'all are just beating
Well,
a dead
technically the
horse.
fourth one.
But the
They
same
did
with-
women's one.
This
So
That's
this
true.
would be the
yeah,
fourth
that
one.
satin one.
And that was basically
yeah,
the same shoe. as
But
the
that
original.
satin one, they was just piggybacking off like the success of the other two
the
satin
original,
shoes.
Yeah.
Like I said, I get the first two. You know, you do a reverse and I
And the
get
first
that.
and the first one was so unique because of the color blocking because you ain't never seen
You
a
never
Jordan
saw that. Yeah.
color blocked in that way. And then the story was actually a good story. You know what I'm saying? A little known story that most people didn't know about. And I thought they did an excellent job and they
And-
just kind of just lost
And
it from there.
to Guru's point too, the quality on the leather,
Oh man, that was crazy.
like in terms of everything they did for Jordan ones, because that's the same time those UNC Jordan ones come out like right before those or right around the same time.
I don't know.
And those, I just remember those had like terrible,
The
No,
UNC ones?
No, the UNC ones got nice leather.
but the look of them when you held both in your hand,
Yeah.
the shattered backboard. Just,
Well, the shattered backboard kills any other Jordan 1 as far
I mean,
as
just the
quality.
look of the leather though. It
But
had
I,
that
I would
nice
say
worn
this.
look.
I thought the shattered backboards came after because I know they came with their first iteration of ones where they had the Knicks ones. They came out with the Chicago
That was
Jordan
like
brand ones.
2012, 2013, 2014.
Exactly. And then 2 years later, they came out with the higher cut, better quality ones. They gave the Nike Air Chicago ones, which that tells you right there. Jordan brand came out with the Jordan brand OG. They came with the Jordan brand high one Chicago's. And then 2 years later, gave you the actual OG Nike Air Chicago ones. And that should tell you everything Jordan brand is about at this point. It's all about that cash grab.
Yep.
And they're still doing it.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. They need to like dead that top 3 stuff. Like just that, it happened, you guys did once real
Bro,
well.
you got.
Stop.
We're looking at it from the eyes of someone who truly invested in the culture. When you're looking at it from people who don't care about the culture, they see it. Also, they making it because people are buying it.
Yep.
So you got to look at why would I stop making it if they're gonna keep buying it?
Yep.
That's one reason when you're gonna affect change. If you stop buying it, and they'll stop making it.
And
Yeah,
it was
you got to
crazy.
vote with your pocket.
What's crazy too is even though like the Jordan mid like general releases are like selling
Yeah,
out
they'll do
now.
it.
Man,
Like,
that
it was-
turbo green?
Oh, Jordan 1?
Yeah,
That's a high though, ain't it?
Yeah,
Oh,
that
it's
was
a
high.
high. Oh.
But I know
I
they
cannot
did
do a Jordan
that.
mid.
That white, black,
I can't.
metallic gold.
That one's going.
Yeah,
That
and
one and,
that alternate Think 16, the
Yeah.
San Antonio color one.
That one and this
Yeah.
one that's basically like just like the top 3 Jordan 1,
Yeah.
and that one's selling. So
I can't do a Jordan, man. I can't. I just can't, man. Because I'm like, because at this point, like I need, like, because they came. First of all, they came out so many variations of Jordan 1s: the alphas, the fats, the mids, Lord knows what else.
what's the ones with the strap?
Oh God! Oh yeah, those.
Oh yeah, because they had the Tyler, they had
They had
the Tribe Called Quest.
Yes.
Yeah.
And Black History Month Dynasty one.
Those Black History Month Down C ones. Like I'm surprised they'll sell for that much because of that model.
That model was
That model's bad.
Yeah, I can't. I don't even know why they even went that route. Speaking of Jordan 1s, though, I don't know if anybody remembers SP Gina Got Game on Instagram.
Yeah,
Nice lady that she always is at what's that, Shoe Palace, I believe.
I can't say anything bad about her.
Nah,
I mean, I
love her.
can, but I won't.
Nah, she's lovely. I like her. She has her own, and she actually listens to the show. So shout out to Gina. She has her own Air Jordan 1 releasing later this year.
That's all that.
That's
What is it,
what's
like
up.
satin?
I don't know what the
I couldn't
material
tell
is
with
on
that from the photos.
I don't know what that is either. I think we're supposed to get on
Oh,
the show
she
next
works
week.
at Shoe Palace or something?
Huh?
What's her deal with Shoe Palace?
No, she just goes there and she buys J's. Like,
Oh,
it's
that's
cool.
the customer they let design their own Jordan. I seen it. It was no disrespect to her. Congratulations on the opportunity, but it was kind of. I seen some pictures. Maybe I gotta wait till it's fully unveiled.
Yeah, I was gonna say the pictures I saw weren't too.
The big stick out was like
Stand out,
the image on the insole, like that.
See,
Yeah,
I didn't
that's
see-
the standout.
I didn't
but
see.
you're not gonna see that.
I didn't see the only thing I saw was I just saw the.
How cool is that though? I mean,
side
that's
panel.
pretty cool.
That's pretty dope.
My only beef is, and it's not with her, is once again, like, so JumpmanBostic don't get a Jordan. You've been supporting him for 30 years and get a shoe. I don't know.
Remember, he's too old.
He's too
How
old.
old is she?
She's
I
old, bro.
was just saying, because she looked kind of elderly.
She is.
I mean, she can't be younger than JB. I'm
Go
just
ahead,
saying, like,
go ahead,
not-
Guru. Say why.
Not saying that she shouldn't
Trying
get a
to say
shoe.
JB that
I'm
old?
saying why don't JB? I don't understand. I do not understand, especially when we saw what we saw in New York in 2016.
It was just like
It's like I don't understand. How are y'all making y'all decisions?
it's just like how people clout chase on social media. Companies clout chase when it comes to influencers. It's the same thing. Who they think is who's trendy, who's everybody's looking.
But it's
at.
not like
So-
Jumpman got 100 followers either. Jumpman got a following too.
But they compare it. But when he's in the realm of being compared to the people who with more following, they're gonna say, okay, to us, he's gonna be.
She don't have. She don't have more following than him.
I'm talking about overall in the sense of that. I mean, she gave the opportunity because not a lot of women they get the opportunity to. But as far as everyone
Which
else,
that's dope.
yeah,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying. So,
Right.
but
No, look,
as far
she
as other
deserves
men-
this. I'm not gonna sit there and shit on her. Like,
Sounds like we're totally
this is
shitting
not.
on her.
No. She is cool. I like her. Matter of fact, I think we might have the opportunity to meet her if we go to one of these. I think where is she at? I think in Dallas, right? No, I don't know.
I don't know,
I don't
man.
know much about her.
But
She just got put on my radar like less than 20 hours ago.
no, she's been listening to the show since like last year. So shout out to her. I love
Shout
her.
out to you. Congratulations on the opportunity, though.
Yes,
She's in San Jose.
San Jose.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh man, we got to go back to the Bay Area. That's just that's my excuse right there. Now,
But like to like that point, it's like her IG following, which is like it's really silly that we have to take it down to that. But you know, JB's sitting at 122,000.
I'm just saying,
she has
if-
29.
But that's the guru's point. If Jordan Brand is just strictly looking at influencers as far as who has followings, then I don't know how they dismiss Jumpman. That's all I'm saying.
I mean, but they compare Jumpman though to Bulls, to Tonys, to Kaises, even though he's not in that realm. That's who they look at when they compare him to.
Yeah.
So I mean,
so he gets lost in the sauce.
so I mean, when Kais had to beg for shoes, I mean, is Jumpman really going to get a shoe? And Kais
Jumpman
got
ain't begging.
one
No.
million.
Like, that's
I'm
not
saying.
his-
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
In case anybody didn't catch that, Kais begged for shoes.
No, I'm pretty sure it's documented.
All right.
But yeah, whatever. But no, shout out to Gina though. We love you. And kudos to you on the shoe. And
Yeah, I'm curious. Like the photos, I wanted like
And you know, photos a lot of times don't do it.
yeah, like it looks
Yeah,
like
that's
it's
true.
satin
Yeah, it's
or
like
some
this
parts.
shimmery
Yeah, it could be
effect
3M.
to it.
I was gonna say
yeah.
if it's 3M, that'll probably be fire.
that'd be dope. Yeah, so. But no, shout out to her though. She is very deserving of this shoe. And,
It seems like
I think it's cool, like that we show like love to like the OGs, like you know what I'm saying, like because I don't know how long she's been into shoes.
a
but
while. When I dug into it, like her IG, there's not a lot of photos, but it goes back.
so that's my point. Like, it's to me that's cool that even at that age, you still have a
What's
love
the name
for
of Jordan
sneakers.
1?
I'm assuming her name, Jordan 1.
Was it SP Gina?
Yeah. Shoe Palace Gina.
SP Gina Got Game.
Yeah. But I think it's cool though, like to see them show love to the OGs that's been in the game, you know, and buying the sneakers. I think it's just cool to be honest. Like you got Sneaker Grandpa, you got her, you got Jumpman. I don't know any other.
But at the same time, is that what it's going to come down to where instead of them creating new ideas, they're going to try and piggyback off of other people to collab with?
No, here's my thing. Though. I hope that they let her collab. Like I don't know what her involvement was as far as the design
Like, did
process.
they DJ Khaled her, just have her throw her name on something?
Right. I mean, because
it'd be
that's
cool if they said like, you know, what are your favorite colors, or you know, like what materials do you want to use? Like to me, that's a true collab is when you let that person you're collaborating with put their thumbprint on the design.
So this is the first time I've seen a photo of it like large.
Yeah.
It looks like a nylon.
Almost like a nylon mesh.
Yeah.
Kind of sort of.
Okay.
Oh yeah, that's what I was like.
Yeah. Go ahead, say something negative, Guru.
No, because some people might confuse it with the fly swatters.
Nah,
they ain't having it.
That netting print though. I mean,
that netting print on the fly swatters was horrible, because they use the nets from the fours.
See, here's the thing with that shoe.
What's that?
Those shoe palettes usually use black, red, and white on a lot of their color schemes for their stuff when they do their collabs.
Yes.
That shoe was black and red. So I mean,
but that's why I think the collab kind of was through Shoe Palace. You get what I'm saying?
I mean, like I said, I'm not trying to like pick it apart, but like what you said, like I would rather it be like she actually got a chance to like really, you know,
and that's what
influence on how that shoe was put together.
I'm hoping that was the case. I hope they reached out to her and said, "Hey, Gina, like, what's your favorite colorway? What materials do you want to use?" And you know,
what you mean? They barely do that with their Nike signature athletes. Like
That's
Paul
true.
George's came with like 5 drawings for his first shoe meeting, and they said no to all of them. Kobe first, when he asked whatever Jordan, the Kobe 40 be low top, they told him no. So I mean, when you go through those motions, I mean, if they doing that with the athletes who actually gonna be pushing the shoe and wearing it every day,
yeah.
How much opportunity they're really giving. Now, Virgil was so hot as fish grease and they needed a bump in the lifestyle. They was like, just save us on the lifestyle.
But
And
even
that's what
then, they
gave
gave them restrictions, like with the clear midsoles.
I mean, yeah,
Maybe that's
but
why he
like
put air on it.
I'll give them that because that probably saved him from himself because that one probably wouldn't look right. I mean, I don't really think it really looks, I mean, the Converse looks okay, but.
The Converse is one of my favorites, to be honest. Like, I know people don't like the Chuck Taylors that much, but.
I like the white ones over the clear ones.
That white one don't go for much. You can skip that up.
They both were dope to me, honestly. Like the Chuck Taylors are good.
Not that clear one.
People shit on the Chuck Taylors, and I really don't know
we're
why.
We're from Detroit, where girls with them Melissa's all 2002 the clear
yeah.
shoes and fogged them up.
Yeah.
Like I just can't look at clear shoes the same since.
No, I agree with you on that aspect. I'm just saying, like Chuck Taylors is such a classic shoe. I don't know why they don't get the love.
And the only hope for a clear shoe was destroyed with them Invisible Woman Air Force Ones. And then after that, the amount of fakes that came out after that.
Every colorway.
Clear shoes don't need to, listen,
so that's why I destroyed everything.
I ain't mad at no clear shoes because people's socks, toes, and always on.
Kyrie
on
had
top,
one
on
too.
tail.
Kyrie had one too. They did one for Kyrie. Came with the socks.
Yeah.
Air Force One.
I don't trust people. I don't trust not the brands, but the people.
But looking at this jean, like things to your colorway, like I said, she just got put up on my radar like less than like a day ago.
Okay.
So just going through her Instagram, just looking at it and stuff, and like she has a very like loud looking personality just from the photos.
Yeah.
And this shoe,
It's so toned down.
Yeah. Like the materials is what's popping.
Yeah.
So I mean, who
So I
knows?
wonder
maybe
if-
that's maybe where her influence maybe came in. Maybe they gave her like some swatches and said, you know, kind of like, you know, what do you
Or
like?
to like Guru's point, maybe they just hit her off with like a bunch of
Guru. Was it cultivator? They give her cultivator options.
man.
No.
Cultivator. Look, shout out to Cultivator, but man, y'all can expand some options.
But maybe they just hit her off with like, these are some models that we have already. Which one do you want to be associated with?
Speaking of which, and I don't want to just.
They almost look like that top 10.
The Detroit one.
Oh yeah.
Oh my god, dog.
That top 10 not bad though. The Detroit one's not bad.
It's not.
It could be
positive.
better.
Positive.
It's black with a red bottom. I mean, it's not.
It could be better.
I mean, have you?
I mean, There's
Okay,
there's
you know
as
what?
much
Sure.
creativity in that shoe as there are on those shirts.
I'm
I
gonna
said
put-
it. Fight me.
I'm going to say this, and this is just about collabs in general, right?
Seems like everybody.
I
getting
would
one
like.
now.
I don't know who's in. I mean, I'm gonna put it on. I'm put the onus on the brands because I feel like they're not giving people the options or the opportunities, right? But if you're gonna do a collab, allow the people to put their thumbprint on it. Allow them to put their color scheme, materials. Allow them to tell a story design wise. Just throwing a logo on a shoe and calling it a collab is not a collab.
Well, here's the thing. So, Guru, Gino,
I know Guru feels me on this.
and I think C's you're gonna understand what I'm about to say.
Yeah.
There's a clear difference between a collaboration, which is a collaborative effort between two brands,
Yes.
and a SMU.
Yes.
A lot of these stores and a lot of these people are buying enough quantity of a shoe with a lot of smaller brands to get SMU runs.
But as for someone who work retail, most of the SMUs are called collab. That's how they market it. Now, through definition, is it really a collab?
No.
I mean, no. I mean, that's
I want to see people's. I want
It's
to like this is what made SB's hot to me a couple of years ago was when they did all the collabs and they allowed these different sneaker boutiques to design the shoes and be heavily involved in the design
And
process.
it's clear.
Yeah, and you could.
But
There's a clear distinction
when-
between those collabs and whatever they coming out with not.
But when we're dealing with a collaboration, I did the air quotes, and we got some colorways put on a shoe,
yeah,
and the only thumbprint or signature of that collaborator, whether it be a store or a person, is something that can come on and off a shoe and be manufactured after the fact, like a lace lock or
Yes.
an insole.
mm-hmm.
Is that really a collaboration?
No.
I can hit up New Balance, and I want to buy what's the minimum I have to buy? 1,000 shoes.
Yeah,
I'll buy them. I can only pick these colorways. I'll do that. I hit up another manufacturer and say, hey, I need some custom insoles made.
right.
Swap them out. Is that a collaboration?
Technically, no.
All right.
Because I mean, just slapping, just screen printing, whatever your logo is not.
Which
to
is
me.
which has been my problem with a lot of the stuff that seems to have been, especially in this city right now, just seem to be coming out of this city and where everybody is championing it as a collaborative effort. When-
right. But I think people are happy to see that people from Detroit getting the spotlight.
I think that's an issue. We got to take our W's wherever we can.
Exactly.
That's how people look.
So that's
at
why
it.
I'm trying to be positive because I'm happy for the people who have the opportunities. I'm blaming the brands for not giving them the opportunity to fully express
Right.
themselves.
because as much as I come down on like just the look of everything, it is more so in terms of the brand.
The brand's not giving them an opportunity.
It's the brand that deserves the blame because with the Palace Guard,
Yeah.
and then you talk about all of the Air Force Ones that came out at the Power Store.
Right.
Every shoe that came out of that.
I was gonna
power
say
store.
I know he can design something way better. Like if given free reign to like actually design something.
Like, for example, when Reebok, like I keep going back to this, the Bob Boat joints, or even you look at the Red Wing joints, like Reebok let them.
That's what
and
I'm
shout out to
saying.
Rick and Roll from Brown Rubber. They
Well, that's
you
what I'm saying. Every collaboration they did with Reebok, I feel like it was a real collaboration.
exactly.
There was the low top Distinct Life burgundy. I don't know what model it was, but the camel print was embossed on that leather.
Talking about the ventilators.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was a great shoe. But when you look at stuff like this, what they do with like New Balance, I'm like, all your parts you can add to those and take it away.
Yeah.
But I think it's also the positioning. Reebok needed them because they're not in the best predicament as opposed to Nike. They look at it as like, you should be happy you got this opportunity.
Yeah.
So that's why they.
So Puma's in a better position than if they would have allowed him.
Right
to
now,
actually,
they're in a better position than they've been.
I mean, but you could have he could have been allowed to throw some form of like touches onto that shoe.
Well, I think what he wanted to do was bring an original shoe back in its truest form. Because one thing we complain about in the sneaker community is when the retro come out, how it's not like the original.
Right.
So I think maybe his approach with that. So I mean, I like I said, I do blanks all the time in my phone. If I ever got a shoe, I got like 6 ideas of shoe I would do, from Dunks to LeBrons to Jordan 1. So if I ever get the opportunity, I would have my stuff lined up. And shout to Jerry Lorenzo, because Kanye was the first one to say, hey, if you can't let me do what I want to do, I'm out. And people thought he was crazy for leaking Nike, but look what the opportunity he has with Adidas, free reign. And Jerry Lorenzo, when he came to Nike, he said, hey, we can do this collab, but I don't want to just slap my colors on the shoe. If you can't give me my own design from scratch, then I'm good on it.
Right.
So they had a trade-off. We'll give you the Fear Guides and these to do, and then you do these Skylines.
Right.
I like the Skylines.
Oh, that was dope.
Yeah.
And I can respect that because now they, because it's a
partnership.
true collab. Exactly.
It's a partnership. Which,
And you
which
can
is what
see
it should be.
you can see his thumbprint, like you said, on a lot of those shoes. When it comes to material, he has a higher end luxury brand. Where we're not talking about the Fear God essential stuff,
Right.
but like his brand itself, even with his footwear, there's always quality in that.
Right.
And when you grab the Fear God one, or even the Skyline, like material wise, it's made great. You get the great packaging. Everything about that shoe is, you could tell he was there from the beginning.
I think you gotta live for to crack that code with Nike. You got one, give Kanye the credit for leaving to put them in a vulnerable position to now have to listen to the next hot dude to come around. Virgil came through, killed the collab. So Nike we really do need these people. And then when Jerry come in and say, hey, this is what I need, don't worry about it. If we can't do this, I ain't worried about it. So now we have the leverage as creatives.
Nike was
even, and give other credit. When you look at someone like Cause, when he did the 4, like to have him do that to a Jordan 4, change the back tab completely.
Yeah.
Like that's just unheard of. Like,
but I mean, Nike was late to the party in realizing that influencers, as far as because they was used to having athletes be their quote unquote influencers, but now
I
they
remember
realize
2 years ago telling you that.
But nowadays, the athletes. I mean, I guess I was saying it more in terms like athletes still matter. Like you can't sell a basketball shoe without having it attached to an athlete. You can't just outright dismiss them. But entertainers are now as popular as the athletes once was. So I think Nike was late to the party on that.
And to Guru's point,
caught up.
Kanye kicked that door open for a lot of people.
And the Fear of God is a basketball shoe.
Technically.
Good luck with that.
That boot is a
But
basketball
this
shoe.
goes back to so now this kind of goes to my next topic where I don't want to spend too much time on it. I want to
not?
get to a couple of these stories.
It's a podcast.
Yeah, that's true.
Talking shoes still.
Yeah, technically.
So let's keep the good times rolling.
So, but no, this goes to my Nike ID option. So I went on Nike ID because I like to tinker on there and
You like
see
to
what I
be
can come
tinker
up
on
with.
there?
Yeah, pretend to be.
Oh, okay.
I want this house, by the way. I don't know if anybody said this house listed on Zillow, but yeah.
Well, go ahead and bid
I
on
ain't
it.
got that.
Yeah, you got it.
Profit sharing.
Oh, speaking of which, I'm glad you brought that up because I was going to say something. I went too far. I went too far with the profit share. It was crazy.
Did you end up getting what you
I felt
had,
bad.
Did you end up finding what you had hit me up for?
No,
I still never resolved that.
I call it my profit sharing collection. That's how many shoes I bought, huh?
Oh, wow. So
All
you
right.
did you get them?
Yeah, what?
Those tinkers.
Yes.
Oh,
Yes,
okay.
I did get those. I know Gray called you. Yeah. And shout out to Ray. Ray was trying to talk sense to me, but I was like, yo,
Yeah, he hit me up.
yeah, I got money to blow.
He was
Fuck
like, "This dumb motherfucker."
that. Yeah. He was mad at me. He was so mad at me. Like, why are you spending that much money? I'm like, yo, you know how many size 15s I've seen? 3. So I'm like, yo, I'll take this shot. But,
Nike ID tinkering around.
but yeah, no, okay, well, but just to name the shoes I got for my profit share.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
In my profit share collection, I got the Champagne 6s. Finally, Concord 11s. Everybody in my mama got that.
Do
but
what
I was
now?
late. Yeah, I know, right? I've been late on that.
What's-
I missed out on the day. I missed out on the,
11.
You pay resale for a shoe that had 1 million pairs.
Right, man.
You
We
kill
tried
people for that.
We tried to game you.
Time out. I kill people.
You talking about the purple rain?
Oh, okay. You
I
paid
kill-
resale
time
for
out.
that?
Hold on. Listen, I kill people for paying resale before the fact.
You about to make Guru bring his voice
Before the
back.
fact, where? Okay, name a place I'm gonna find the Concords for retail.
But they did
exactly,
restock though.
huh?
They did restock a couple of times.
And I tried to get them each time,
look,
and they didn't even have my size.
But that's going to my point where you're going to have to, you can't avoid the resale.
No.
market.
No
No
what
matter
did
how
I
many
kill
shoes
people
are being
for?
paired.
I kill people for paying resale before the release.
And they didn't even have to restock. They was
People
just sitting.
was paying $400 before the release. I'm not paying anything before the release.
Yes, you
After
are.
I take my L on the release,
Didn't you?
then I pay.
Didn't you say you pay early for those infrared 6s?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I paid $20. $20.
Yeah, but
$20.
I mean, look, principle is principle.
Yeah, exactly.
$20. Like $20 is nothing. That's gas money.
Now look, you got ethics and you broke your
Nah,
own.
I'm not spending
Exactly.
$400 on the infrared 6s.
Asterisk. If it's $20 or more, you cannot buy the shoe before it comes out on resale market.
There's a huge difference between $400 and $20. Let's just get that straight. But
Man, I can't.
Yeah, I only know about $20.
Jesus.
But I got the Champagne Sixes. I got the Conquerors
It's like I don't
finally.
even know you.
Because I was trying to, because it's funny because I missed out on them the first day. And each time that they came out, the restock, they didn't have my size or I couldn't get them. And, there's other opportunities I could have got them, but it was like I wanted another shoe more. So I finally went on and got those to get them out the way. I got the Soulfly 17s.
Okay.
The lightning joints.
Yeah, that's one of the shoes on my radar probably by summer.
The boys is nice. Like I was gonna pass on them, but I was like, man, I got this profit sharing check. Forget it. What else?
Still Negro.
Yep.
I can't even say it. I can't even say what I want to say.
Look, I worked hard all year. I deserve it. I'm trying to think. What was the other shoe I got? I can't remember.
The Tinkers.
Oh, the Ticket Threes.
Yeah.
Yeah, Ticket Threes. There you go. And then I did go on Mitchell Ness and get that gold jersey.
You didn't get that, what's the name?
What's that?
Them,
Threes?
Yeah, the B-lines.
Oh, it said the B-lines. Now I'm getting that with the tax return.
Oh,
Got money to blow for real.
I know, man.
That was my tax return shoes of the year.
I mean,
They get me in the Chrysler.
Give me the Pepsi.
They don't pay enough.
Like, Jumpman still waiting for his
I
mom to do
found
it.
like 6 chicks who will work at Chrysler and they take pictures all day.
That's line workers. I don't know about that. But I will say this.
You say you sleep though.
Because I got a good job like that. Like, you know what I'm saying? They get paid to work. I get paid to keep.
Don't
make
you
sure.
sound like an elitist?
Exactly.
No, I was just saying I get paid for something totally different. So
Separate.
call it what you want to.
over or under on the Concords 300.
Under.
Test results prove that was the truth.
Thank you.
I don't see.
Probably wasn't too much under though.
I'm saying like
No, it wasn't.
Hold on. First off, ain't you giving away a little bit too information?
I found out. I found one shoe.
Like for his sake.
He hacked into a system.
No, he was because I think he was trying to because he was trying to circumvent something to try to buy these Tinkers, and I knew how much he was spending on that.
Yes.
So
That was a
because
move of
Ray
desperation.
called me.
Yeah, I knew Ray was gonna call you. I was like, I surprised you didn't
What,
call
the
me.
Ticket Threes?
Yeah,
The white red ones.
yeah. What was it 3 something for those?
No, I paid $290 for those. I paid $290 for those. Dog, you know how many size 15s I've seen? Everybody's selling them for like $500 or $600.
Man, you
That's why I haven't bought them. That's why I have not bought them
should
until
see
now.
the samples.
I could have, but that's why I haven't bought the Tinker Threes until now because it's like I'm not paying $500 or $600 for those shoes. But once I saw it for $290, I'm like, you know what? That's
You
probably
got
the
profit
lowest.
sharing, you could have.
I'm not paying it for that.
So now your morals and ethics kick in.
No, it's certain. Look, I'm not paying $500 for no shoe. No shoe. What shoe have I paid $500 for?
You will pay $5
Yeah,
for a shoe
exactly.
that you really want, bro.
I'm not paying $500 for no shoe.
Let me think.
Okay.
Let me think.
Okay.
What's your favorite?
Except
It's probably
there is
some,
one shoe I paid for.
some Jordan 33s.
No.
Yep.
What?
You love those so much.
I paid retail for those.
You gonna pay that for them Travis Scott?
Sound crazy.
Hey, like,
was gonna be what, $2 million?
Francis, what you think? Because I was on season, man. I paid $350 for the Travis Scott 3s. That's a deal, ain't it? Yesterday they were $450. I stayed $100.
Wow. Hey, Dylan.
So
This what happens when you deal with broke folk. They want to hate on what you spend your money on.
Okay, what you spend your money on? More power.
You brought them 17s? I know you're going to bring up the 17s. I said for one shoe. I did. One shoe. One
Oh,
shoe.
my goodness.
I got greedy. But as far as those Tinkers, though, this is why I have not bought them until now because it's like I'm not paying $500, $600 for those shoes.
They
did it before,
what they
then.
doing with your size
Huh?
You
15?
did it before.
For the Tinkers?
No, for a shoe.
For that one, yeah, it was only like 2,500 pairs. Like, I mean, what price am I going to find that shoe for cheaper? Where am I going to find that shoe cheaper than?
which
Than
one?
that for? The Soulfly.
I mean, yeah, it's a nice shoe. I ain't mad at it, and his size is.
They started.
Stupid.
That's a
rare.
unicorn.
That's-
Like,
yeah.
you know what I'm saying?
It's just fun to crack on.
They
That's
just
all.
what they doing to them size 15s. They started to do to those size 12 and 13s in prices. Because I looked at 4 shoes on StockX. Normally between 11.5 and 12 is like a $50, $60 difference.
So I'm just saying, like, I
now
think
it's been like
that's-
$150 to
I'm just saying,
$200
y'all don't know.
difference.
I
They
agree.
started doing
so that's
that.
my point. Like, y'all don't know the struggle. Size 15 is not, dude. It used
And
to
then-
be you could go to the store and find a size 15. Now you can't even find them on the store. And then when they do sell them online, they sell like 5 pairs.
Yeah, no, I'm at
Sorry.
like.
Thank you.
Yeah, because I looked at a shoe yesterday.
You should feel bad.
and
I really don't.
You
Could
should,
care
though.
less.
I said you should.
it was some
I don't.
NMD, and it was like a size 11, which was my size, was like $180. A 10.5, $70.
Yeah.
I'm like, how is that $110 price difference?
I ain't gonna say where I went to. I think it was GOAT. And like they had the wing ones.
Gold is terrible pricing.
Don't go to Gold.
Oh my!
I looked on there for 30 minutes and I couldn't only find one shoe on there cheaper than was on StockX.
Check this out. They had a size 14 on those wing ones. It was like $240, right? Size 15, $1,000. It's like I'm looking like, yo.
Was you
He
getting?
thought about it too.
Was you getting
Nah.
everything in bronze in that?
Dog,
Like,
I was like, yo, like seriously, like a $760 price jump because they know size 15s are rare. Like, so
But size 15s also, they don't move. So it's like either you going to sit on it or you going to sell it and get it off. Like resellers just do that.
and hold on,
Like-
I done
And kids, our feet are getting bigger.
And to
so
do-
they ripping the basketball athlete. You know what I'm saying?
but I will say in my defense though, I got a lot of shoes for like a good price. Like I got those Jordan 1s, black and gold patent leather joints for like $350. So yeah,
go
I'm out here.
ahead and keep.
I'm
shitting
out here
on Jumpman,
haggling.
huh?
Yeah, shout out to JB. I'm out
Man.
here haggling.
Is that why that guy broke into that GOAT warehouse?
Probably so.
Who?
You didn't get the link?
Oh yeah, I
sent
did. I was gonna bring that up next week because I was running late, as it was, and then I got put over by that cop. So, but anyway, there's a couple other shoes that's coming out. I kind of want to see everybody's opinions. There's the Jordan 3 RTR EXP Lite. That's that like boot
what'd you say to
looking
me?
Jordan 3.
What is that?
I don't know.
Jordan 3 RTR EXP Lite. Look that up real quick.
Jordan
Google it.
RTR.
Yeah, it's like a
What?
boot.
RTR EXP.
Just look up Jordan 3 EXP Lite. It's like some type of boot. It looks like the Nike Air Force One SF1 with the Jordan 3 bottom. It's just bizarre looking, and I really don't know why. Like, just leave things alone. Like, leave well enough alone, man. Jordan 3 is as dope as it is. You don't need to tinker with those.
Hot. You said
Oh
tinker.
my goodness. You know what these look like?
No, because
Hey, you about to bust out rolling because we both.
Let me see.
Oh,
These look like motherfucking Flight 45s.
All I need is the strap.
Black and pink. These are like Flight 45s.
you got a different photo than I did.
No, yeah, because that's what it was.
Well,
Yeah, that's Flight 45. All I
No,
need
you
is
look
that
like the
strap.
Explorers.
All I need is that strap across the. All I need is that strap across.
Well, I don't know.
You know
across
what
the
this shoe
front.
it looks heavily influenced by? The Fear of Gods.
Yep. And it seems like that's what Jordan and Nike does. They kind of piggyback.
It kind
off
of
the
looked
hype.
like who was that did the moon boot?
Times X.
Yeah, that it looks
The overshoe.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
looks exactly like that.
Yeah.
Honestly,
It took
It
a lot
looks
of
like the
cues from
same
a lot
material.
of things. And while you looking up stuff, look up the Air Jordan 1 Cargo.
What'd you say to me? Air Jordan Cargo.
Cargo, yeah. That shoe, I don't know what they was.
I'm assuming it's some form of army green.
I don't know what they was trying to. No, I don't know what they're shooting for on that one.
Did he get shot?
It's like this netting around it or
Where?
something.
Which one?
It looked like
Ah,
it looked like it's
Yeah.
been shot.
why?
Is that the netting? Yeah,
Who asking for these?
I don't know.
That has to be a woman's shoe.
It is.
Okay.
Well, that Jordan 3 looked like it should have been a women's shoe.
It's not.
Damn.
But yeah, I heard if you get the if you buy those, you get the Jordan 9s for free.
Well, good luck for
He's
somebody.
thinking about it. He's like, oh, well, I guess.
I told you, got them boys for like $70.
Real quick, shout out to Urban Necessities. I don't know if anybody saw the story.
What? They did something?
They joined. Wow. They joined. They teamed up with American Eagle. Okay. An article written by Charles Manning for FashionWeekDaily.com. Sneaker resale shop, Urban Necessities, has recently opened up their first store in New York City inside of American Eagle's Soho flagship
the
location.
hell?
Is that JC?
We got a phone call?
We got a phone call.
Oh,
Is
Jesus.
that JC? Hello?
Hi, is this Sneakerbox Radio?
Yes, sir.
Am I on the air?
Yes, sir.
Oh, okay. Hi. Just tuning in. I just want to know what you guys were thinking about the resale of the up-and-coming Game of Thrones Ultra Boosts.
That sounds like a
I-
Francis question right
I
there.
I
Yeah.
thought that collection dropped already. Honestly.
It did,
That
didn't it?
did?
No, I guess it's
Okay.
just coming out.
I think it got pushed back like
Yeah.
numerous times.
Honestly, I've lost interest in it.
I think it costs too much for what it is. But,
How much are they going for?
I don't know what retail was.
I mean, I think we said it on the show before.
220.
Yeah, that's high.
Yeah, that's pretty high. I think they could have did a better job with that collection.
Yeah.
Like we were just talking about earlier on the show about collaborations and how, you want to see design aspects and you want to see certain things, like a story being told. And with those shoes, like just looking at them, I couldn't tell you those were Game of Thrones. Only reason I know they're Game of Thrones because it has a tag that says Game of Thrones. That's like it's just, I don't know. I feel like they could have did more. I just kind of feel like it was just.
And I mean, as far as the resale though, like I think it's going to come down. I think the hype is there because the premiere's coming up, but I don't think it's going to stay up.
I mean, is the hype enough for people to go buy the shoe though?
They sell.
That I don't feel like that model has lost its mojo.
Oh, definitely.
The Ultra Boost?
Yeah.
And I think most people that love Game of Thrones are necessarily going to go buy Ultra Boost because they love the show.
People who watch Game of Thrones don't spend $200 on shoes. So.
No, they don't. They make it those technos.
They go to Hot Topic and get a Magic T-shirt.
Yeah, they shop at Kohl's.
Jesus. Game of Thrones people do not shop at Kohl's. That's like seventh heaven. You know what I'm saying? Like step by step, people shop at Kohl's.
Oh, my bad, Burlington. Like I don't know.
No.
But I think looking at because the beautiful thing about StockX, because you can see some of the sales that they do.
Mm-hmm.
Their sales, like even for the last month, there's been 31 size 11s of this the dragons one, like just in the last.
Only 3 dragons, but go ahead, continue.
It says a dragon.
That's it. Wow.
I don't know, man. Whatever.
Okay.
I hate you.
So how much they going for?
And also, people got
300.
People got to keep in mind when they do collaborations, the Game of Thrones, whoever owns that name or who other person working, they usually tend to charge more because they have to pay royalties and they have to pay for licensing. So people yell
And the
I want
box
collab.
art.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? People want to yell collabs, but be prepared to pay a couple extra dollars more.
I'm not sure. Did we answer his question?
What do you think about the collection? I honestly, I just.
He asked him about resale.
Oh,
was it resale?
I don't like the retail price.
Right. What was your question again?
Oh, we answered that resale question.
Okay.
We answered every question about that.
Yeah, I don't like. I don't like the retail price. So I ain't feeling the resale price. And I like Guru said, the boost has kind of lost its mojo to me. Like I feel like unlike Nike, who's been able to kind of keep at least somewhat current with their air, with the air technology. Like you look at different iterations of the Air Max, they all look different, right? Like you look at the Ultra Boost through 4 iterations, they kind of look the same. And
they got that new one, that Ultra Boost 19, that looked trash. So,
well,
because I mean, it
there's
like,
a trend, but it's not going the right direction.
Because it looked like they put like a mesh, like it's supposed to be like a cage on it, like the caged Ultra Boost, but it's not like cage.
Here's a question for you though: do you like them?
I totally agree with you because I mean, Adidas is cool, but I feel like Ultra Boost might be kind of overhyped. Like no disrespect, but it kind of looks like styrofoam on the bottom, and I don't know. It looks kind of weird sometimes. And these ones, I totally agree too. It's like they don't have any cool designs; they're just some colors.
Yeah, and it doesn't really. I think we said that like the Night Walker,
the White Walker,
shoe.
Yeah.
Like they could have had like a white upper with like 3M, like that pop
or some kind of glow in the dark feature.
Yeah, they kind of accentuate on the point, of how the eyes glow blue and stuff like that. I don't know. I feel like we put more thought into their stuff than they do.
Like honestly, like I said, the Night's Watch one is probably the better one of the whole pack.
Was it just black?
It is black, but it's like I think they took hits from the coat that they wear because it's like winter and they're
like
on
fur or something?
Yeah, it's like a really heavy wool material, but that's pretty much it.
I can live with that.
Yeah.
Or they could have took it from the Black History Month collection and put it in Game of Thrones.
Like the Black History Month shoe.
I was gonna say,
Nice watch.
It does look like they put more effort into that than they did for the Black History Month collection.
That's sad.
So
that says a lot.
Well, that's Adidas for you.
That's people now. People put more effort into fake life than they do real life. So
That's social media.
True.
That was deep. But no, thanks for your question though. I mean that's man. I honestly I thought they came out like
I thought they came out already.
Yeah, but that just tells you now where they are on my radar.
Hey, can I ask one more, or am I holding up the line?
Oh no, go ahead. Ask one more.
Okay. I don't know. Like the 11s are definitely a popular shoe. I don't know what your thoughts on them are, but in the next 6 months, we got these 3 different snake skins coming up. You got the navy, the light bone, and the pink. So, what's y'all's favorite color on them?
I like the navy. I like the navy and the light bone. I feel like they should have made them high top. One of the colors. I mean, the navies could have kept low top, but the light bone looked really good high top. So I mean,
Yeah.
I felt like they're dope. I would like both pairs. I would get both pairs.
I said I gotta see them in person. Like, cause right now I'm kind of on the fence. I'm not really. I'm indifferent to them right now. And I do agree with Guru. I think they could have made the light bone ones high tops.
Yeah, they did with that. What's that
The
one?
Drake shoe?
No,
Yeah.
what's that one
It
they
was
dropped?
That was a Drake's. That was a Drake.
No,
pick.
what's the one that came out with the weird material that had like the flight suit? It's supposed to be inspired by Air. The 11 they dropped, like late or late last year. It was like that light bone color with the hints of red on it.
Damn, that one that you just gets dirty if you look at it.
Yeah, that one.
Oh, platinum tits.
Yeah, the platinum tint, because that's what that light bone one
They coulda
almost.
kept
Nah,
dog.
that light
It-
bone don't look like that.
No, I'm saying like when you talk about they could have did that in high top. That's basically what I think of when you think about them doing that in high top.
Light bones, if they did come on the colorway, they should have been low tops, like just for people that really, really wanted that colorway. But I don't know. I feel like
The
at this
navy
point,
is probably the best one because it's
it's
the one that
just a
they
darker
kind
color.
of, but it's one that they did before.
and the pink
So-
ones too, though. But
Yeah,
I feel like the
that's-
snake
but
skin
I was gonna
material
say
is
the-
different, though.
yeah.
Like I feel like maybe the older version wasn't real snake. I don't know which version is real snake skin, the OGs or these new ones, but they definitely look different. And I will say that I feel like the Jordan brand is trying to bring back shoes that they feel like certain people are nostalgic for. I just don't think that nostalgia still holds for the overall community, because I feel like that a lot of these younger kids are looking. They don't have that affinity for them like maybe we would.
But I think it's like two birds, one stone. Like Nike does their hype beast collabs for the hype beast, but you still got to cater to your nostalgia people, because your nostalgia people keep your lights on.
But I agree with you.
So I think that's why. And then you kind of, when you drop a nostalgia shoe, we gonna buy it because we had it in high school, but they gonna buy it because
But I'm not even
it's a
sure I'm
nigga-
gonna buy them.
I mean, I'm just saying, like, as the older people, and then the newer
Yeah.
people are gonna buy them because it's a newer Jordan.
Yeah.
Some people just buy it because I've seen people walk into the store and buy it because it's the latest Jordan. What's the newest Jordans come out?
We seen that all the time.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. So I mean, that's
Okay, I can't. This is why I don't work in retail.
Oh, you would have hated that.
I would have.
Actually, no, you would have.
I hated when we used to record videos.
you
Remember
would have
we
loved
used
it because you'd have make your week. That's what you would have loved.
Man,
it.
I would have content to go off on.
Backdoor 'em.
I hated when we did the videos at your store. People come in and say something stupid. But yeah, I don't know. I like right now. I'm indifferent to them. I don't know if that'll grow one way or the other as we get closer to the release. I think I said this earlier too. I think everybody's kind of in this malaise right now. Everybody's just kind of waiting until May 11th, and what happens after that, I don't know.
Cool. Thanks, guys.
No, thank
Have a
you.
good rest of your night.
You do take
Yep.
care.
Speaking of snakeskin, you see they put snakeskin on that phone posit.
Oh my god!
Hey, look at
my God.
after the guy last week was asking about phone posits coming back, and then we get that.
Oh
yeah, I
my
seen
God.
that.
It's something, man. I'm telling you. If we had seen that in the vault when we went last year, I would have threw it. I would have threw it in the trash.
That
for
one
him.
in the vault. The vault, the cold.
It
stuff.
was, yeah, I was
The
gonna
cold
say.
stuff.
I'm just saying, had I seen it, I would have threw that in the trash for them. I would have did them a favor. That shoe,
And then they would have dug it out and thanked you for it. And then they would have did it to an up tempo.
I ain't never seen a shoe so trash in my life. Honestly, that is.
You sure about
You
that?
made the phone posits look like you made me hate the phone posits. I am like, man, if you just leave the phone posits, put them in the vault. Don't ever touch them again. I don't trust you guys.
Why would they do that?
I don't trust Nike with the phone posits no more. Give them to Reebok or somebody. Like y'all don't deserve them no more.
Don't give it to them.
I'm just saying, like,
Yeah,
God, man,
Adidas
like,
gonna
y'all-
watch that.
Shoe won't even come out.
yeah, right. You wouldn't even know about it. You go on their website saying like, oh man, they got phone posits.
Yeah, they'll only release especially at Complex Con, and be no marketing for it.
Jesus, man. Like, I don't trust Nike with the phone posits no more. I don't know who I trust in because I just.
I mean,
stop.
You can say that about-
who's in charge of Nike Sportswear?
But I don't think to get them to shoot them some bail. I don't think it's the designers not designing sweet stuff. It's that the approval. So I can design hot stuff, but if my boss was out of touch with the sneaker community, you know, looking at numbers, I said, man, we should drop this. They're like, no. Then you got to design something whack because you got to put some on the shelf.
And that's what I'm saying. Like, who didn't
That's why I said Nike. I'm just like, now who internally specifically? I don't know. I'm just saying Nike as a brand.
because it
Is
just
this
looks
the direction you're going?
Because it looks like they just don't care.
But I
Don't
think
make any
this
more
is
phone posits.
Here's the
Stop.
thing about it, though. They're in a tough position because what they want to put out, they can't, and then what they have to put out, they do. And then when the first time somebody sees an ugly shoe, they ain't gonna think of the executive. They're gonna like, man, this designer whack. So if you're a designer, right, you go into a store, and you hear people calling your shoes ugly, and that's not what you wanted to put out.
But you gotta put some blame on the designer, because what in your mind told you to put snake skin on a phone?
No, because we had the one incident where the dudes had to sneak his shoes to the athlete just for him to see them.
Some of the originals?
Yes. So I mean,
okay, wait a minute, time out. That was still a prototype. It wasn't like somebody said yes or no to him. They was still a prototype.
But no, his boss kept saying no to the point where you have to sneak the shoes to the person who they're supposed to be wearing them to.
So you putting that on the same level as these snakeskins?
What? I'm talking about the process.
Because I guarantee you, if this colorway was the shoe that Penny saw, we would never see the phone positives ever.
What? No, the royal blue now, because back then it was more color coordinated. They're not risky with colors back then than they are now. So of course,
I'm just saying, even
does
still,
Penny care?
This shoe, snakeskin,
it's a royalty check.
This snakeskin phone positive in any generation is trash.
I'm not defending that colorway. I'm just saying the designers, you got to hold.
Unless you live in a planet where everything is made in snakeskin, like this shoe is.
I mean, there's nothing positive about that.
And I went through the Weatherman phone positives. I've been through the thermo phone positives.
Thermals are the worst.
These are worse.
Say that, the Weathermans were bad, but them
thermals was trash. These horrible. Beat them.
No, they don't.
Yes, they do.
No thermals.
Yes, they do. These are. I
mean,
so
those are like
gaudy.
neck and neck.
Huh?
Like it's just the two worst. Phone
I mean, honestly, it's
ever.
a decision between getting shot and stabbed. Like it is.
I'd rather get stabbed because at least I can get stitches and recover better than
you been stabbed?
Oh no, I haven't. You?
No,
what's been going on at Chrysler, man?
I'm just saying. No, that wasn't me. Rest in peace. But no, that's not a decision I want to make.
I think when you look at it, because we had to, like, you could just look at the shoe.
The only reason I asked if he was stabbed because it was such an easy decision.
No, I'm just saying the recovery time is different. But unless you get hit in the artery, but a bullet, you can be more fatal without hitting the artery. But I'm telling you, with the us, it's different because you looked at that with thermal and went home. We had to look at that thermal every single day we came to work because it did not sell.
Wait,
we had to mark that shoe down 6 times.
Who do I write for?
6 times.
Who do I write for? You acting like I ain't got to see these shoes either.
But you didn't see as much as we did. We had like 98 pairs of them, bro.
But Guru, tell me, right or wrong, that this did not happen. When you kept looking at that shoe, didn't you kind of start thinking like, well, maybe it ain't that bad because you see it.
It grows on you.
Yeah, because you see it so often.
You start putting together outfits like I could rock this.
I mean, it can't be that bad. And you be like,
well, worse than I started seeing celebrities trying to freak you with the outfits. I'm like, you know what you look like, bro? Osmosis Jones. That's what you look like. The cartoon.
That shoe look like it had
white
syphilis.
blood cell going to war with the red blood cells. Like that's what you look like, bro.
That shoe look like it had STD.
I mean, that's another one. Who okayed that?
It wasn't nothing thermal. What?
That's what I'm saying. Like,
There's no image.
I was like, you know what?
It was patches of black and pink on top of white.
It was just terrible. It was
that's why I said, like, the Weatherman, I get the idea.
And that's why I get mad, though, because it's like y'all went through, there's levels of protocol. There is levels of approval. Like, the fact that nobody objected is like, come on, man.
What they could have done for the Weatherman, they could have packaged it with the KD4, right? Because he's from DC, and the phone positives are heavily in front of the DV. Yeah. And they could have, instead of giving that white, they could have given it a black base like the KDs had and packaged it like that. That would have been dope. The thermals was no story tied to it. I mean, what? Penny played Orlando, it was hot, and then he was on this part of the map, and he shot the ball and missed it. Like, what is it? Like, what is it? You know what I'm saying? It was at the game, he spilled the red pop on a napkin, it was about his foams. Like, what is it?
He slept with a groupie and caught.
Whoa, why you gotta be that?
I'm just saying, that's what it looked like.
You're tired of working the sneakers, man.
It's like, man, like, I mean, honestly, you talking about woe to me, like, woe to them shoes. Like,
no, yeah, them was pretty bad. But like
tech on them thermals, though. Like it's a late.
Well, no, I mean you could damn near say tech on Nike for phone posits that whole stretch.
Tech on those snakeskins, tech on those Weathermans.
No, because after that they got better.
Huh? Well, I'm just saying, like
the fighter jets are dope,
but no, it was too much.
I had an employee turn up into a stuffed bomber, bro. Oh my goodness, he wore them. He my man, bro, but he wore them every single day. He wore them.
He probably did. It's probably his first pair.
Oh my goodness!
But no, man, these snakeskin. I saw the first picture, and I immediately began to hate every phone positive in my collection. I was just like, yo, I don't even want these anymore.
I stopped looking at phones. Only time I look at phones if it ain't the Electric limes. Is it if it ain't the metallic reds, royals, the neon royals, or
Copper eggplant.
yeah, them two, or what's the other?
The cough drops was dope too.
Cough
though.
drops was straight. The Dr.
The cough
Dooms,
drops, the cough
or
drops.
the original pearls.
What do the cough drops look like? Okay.
Cough drops were black.
Black with that
metallic
red,
black
with
with
that
the red
red
bottom.
I wasn't a big fan of those.
Those.
You know,
Yeah,
what's
those-
that?
those
And the
hard,
black and
though.
limes too. The cactus limes.
Those gone fishes ain't bad either, especially when you see them like sunlight.
See, again, this is what I'm saying.
Those
When I'm like,
Fishes was nice.
no. Hey, because we was in the same store when them came
Oh,
out.
yes, we
Them
did.
was terrible. Them was
To be so
terrible.
funny, that should cost people their job.
How you gonna laugh if somebody got fired?
Because it was a snitch, bro.
Yeah, it was a
She
snitch.
came, I told Gene, I was like American Gangster.
What was it? Was it the going? No, it was
Get
the
rid of
going
that employee.
fishes.
She doped up all the time.
You know, it was
Take
funny.
the glasses on.
Actually, you want to know what's funny about her though? I did cause her to not get a job somewhere else.
Are you out there just C blocking?
Well, no, because one of my,
She was hating, bro. She was.
You out here like my tongue,
She
bro.
was,
Like,
no. She
no.
was on the back on the phone telling people which sizes we had, trying to finesse her way. And we're like, "What are you
and
doing?"
still didn't get the shoe.
What are you doing? Then she's mad because she wanted.
So she was the prototype of the goat app
Then,
with
then,
Foot Locker.
then she was mad because she couldn't get a men's size. Like, bro, you work here. My manager at Finish Line told me if your family member want to shoot, come fill out the app. And that's the motto. That's the motto I had. That's the motto I had. You know what I'm saying?
That's funny.
If I have 100 pairs, then yeah,
I like
you can
that.
do it. But
I like that.
I'm gonna
That's
give you a
funny.
man. It's like 6 dudes work here, and I'm gonna give you the men's size. Like, no.
Real quick, I want to get this before the show ends. Shout out to JC and Joni. What did she say? Remember, it was in the Bay Area. She said something on our show,
It's easier to say yes or something.
like basically, well, making sure her man is pleased.
Oh, she said,
Damn, I gotta find that.
what she said? Oh, she said about telling. I don't mind telling JC yes because it makes him happy, or I'm saying, or something like that.
Something like that, but it was like just to hear a woman say it was just
yeah.
mind blowing. But in an article written by Charles Manning for FashionWeekDaily.com, sneaker resale shop Urban Necessities says recently opened their first store in New York City inside of American Eagle Soho flagship location at 599 Broadway. The partnership with American Eagle will bring Urban Necessities more coveted sneakers to American Eagle Soho store to create a one-stop shop for both jeans and sneakers. And, shout out to JC, man. Like he, if you know his story and where he came from, to see the hard work he put in, to see the positivity that he maintained and maintains to this day, to see where he's at right now. I mean, you can't do nothing but be happy for the guy. Like I love the guy. I have nothing bad to say.
no.
Yeah,
that's
Jay's
JC
a
is just-
hard worker.
Awesome guy, just awesome guy. And it,
Shout
like
out to
they
Johnny,
got,
and Johnny is a great support system too.
oh man, like they are a great team. And it's funny though, cause like they argue all the time, which is funny, but it's like not like bad, like I hate you arguments. It's like more so like she keeps him in line and he's like this creative person who's trying to like do all these different things. So you need that yin and yang, right? She grounds him, I guess I would say. She's the halt to his oats.
But you need that in a woman, any woman by your side.
Well, she supports him fully though. That's the thing. And so it's awesome.
They both work their asses off.
They do. And it's so fun seeing them because when we did travel like to damn near every sneaker con, it was refreshing to talk to him because like no matter what he was doing, like he would always make time for us, always talk to us and he always had something positive to say, you know what I'm saying? And it was just like, dude, like.
Yeah, last time I saw him, I was in Vegas a couple months ago, and I was
I used
there.
to always take everybody to eat.
Yeah, I was only in
Yeah.
Vegas for like 2 or 3 days, and I had a chance to hang out with him for a day at his store or whatever, and it was he was just going all the time, like he's just on one, but he's also finds time to be polite and gracious to everybody.
Everybody. Like I haven't heard a bad thing.
No.
For people that know him, because there might be people on the internet who got everybody got trolls. But for people that actually know JC, I've not heard a bad word about him.
No, even the time that I spent with him at the store, and we were talking, and we'd be sitting behind the counter talking. Anyone that came up wanted to talk to him. He politely excused himself from the conversation. He got up, and then
I love the guy.
Yeah,
I have nothing bad to say about JC, and I'm so happy for him because this just validates the hard work he's put into his store, his brand. Like I said, if you know his story, I mean, the dude was like homeless.
Yeah, he lived in his car.
Yeah,
he was reselling shoes out of the trunk of his car.
And even him and Johnny had broken up at a certain point and got back together. So to see where they are now, man. Like, if that don't inspire you, I just don't know.
Yeah, he has a great support system, and Joni has a great support system in the team that he has.
Oh, this store. Shout out to the team he has a store because he brings them a lot of times with him to the events. And, I mean, I know our after parties have started getting big, but like him taking people out for dinner had gotten just as big, if not bigger. And he wouldn't take you out to like McDonald's either.
No.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, this was like steak restaurants, like nice restaurants. And so, no, shout out to them, man. I'm happy for them, and I just wish them continued success because that's just a dope story. And it's good to see good things happen to good people, especially within the sneaker culture, because you can change a little bit. You know, people get a little bit of notoriety, a little bit of attention, fame, whatever, and then they just become totally different people. Like some YouTubers, like they get a couple views, and all of a sudden, their ego is like, all right, homie.
And that's the thing is like, and Jay can stunt with the best of them, even better.
Yeah.
But he isn't above eating a Big Mac in a drive-thru at McDonald's.
My favorite, I'm telling you, like standing outside of Presented By when we was at London, it was me, him, Mayor, and some other people I can't remember. But yeah, man, like, it was the stories that like hearing him and Mayor swap stories and being able to like just be in that, you know, in that conversation, man. It was fun. And both those people, I mean, even Mayor, like as arrogant and cocky as he comes off, man, he showed us nothing but love too. And he's always.
Oh, here's a better picture of her once.
Nobody cares anymore. So no. Going back to like 30 minutes ago. No, the shoes look, honestly, in this light, I like the shoes. If the nylon reflects like that, this is going back to the SP Gina's. If they reflect like that, that's a nice look. Is that suede on the back or nubuck or something?
Yeah.
Okay. But yeah, shout out to JC, man, and maybe I know we get him back on the show. And I'm gonna save this Puma in and out lawsuit for Jumpman comes back because it kind of piggybacks onto another conversation that has nothing to do with sneakers, but it's a fun little conversation we have all the time, and that's whether or not they fries really, truly, indeed suck. Which
terrible fries.
They were voted the worst fries by the LA Times.
Thank you.
Wingstop.
I think Wingstop might have the best fries.
Wingstop got good fries.
Wingstop might have the best.
Wingstop got good fries.
Ain't bad either though.
What?
Five Guys. I can't do Five Guys, bro.
What?
Wingstop fries is up there.
Yeah, I like.
Well, we know
what was I eating when you got here?
You was eating Wingstop.
Yeah, I was eating Wingstop.
No, Five Guys fries.
In and out. Well, you got to throw all that bunch of crap that they got to throw on to make your fries edible. It's not that good, homie. Sorry, but don't tell Jumpman that.
I like them. I don't. You said what? The KFC wedges are better.
Yes. KFC wedges are better than
that. Oh, wow.
Yes, they are.
They are. I stand by that. I can't tell you the last time I had KFC wedges, but I can tell you that they're better in and out.
You definitely need a cup of water drinking those down.
Man, you need to go see your doctor immediately after eating those. Your cholesterol probably shot up. They taste like fish grease. They don't even sell fish. But this is crazy. Former Adidas exec. This week is stupid, by the way. Former Adidas exec sentenced to prison time. An article written by Sheena Butler Young. Yay! But she still gets the 2-name treatment. She Young. For Footwear News, former Adidas executive James Gatto was sentenced to prison for his role in the NCAA pay-for-play scandal back in 2017. James received a 9-month sentence, while sports industry business manager Christian Dawkins and former Adidas consultant Merle Cole each received a 6-month sentence. U.S. District Judge Louis A. Kaplan is allowing the three men to remain free until a federal appeals court decides whether to uphold their convictions. Back in October, a jury found all three men guilty of a series of fraud charges, which involved around 24 schools, college schools. James, who worked as an Adidas director of global sports marketing, Merle and Christian were accused of funneling bribe payments to high school players and their families to secure those players' commitments to attend Adidas-sponsored schools. You know how you eliminate that? Pay the players.
Saying that for years.
Yeah, like you got a black market out there. Like, let's not act like these are the only people doing it too, by the way. James was found guilty on all 3 of his counts, while Merle and Christian were found guilty of only 2. Prosecutors argued that all the schools involved were in the dark. Bullshit. These schools knew exactly what they were doing. They were involved. They just knew enough to keep their fingers out of it. But anyway, we're in the dark about the proposed bribes and that the actions of the three men constituted as criminal fraud. So these guys are just doing it on their own. Come on, man. Let's cut it out.
Lies.
Cut it out. These schools know.
Coaches know.
You just like
ADs know.
There's what you know and what you could prove, and they couldn't prove the schools knew, so therefore,
Yeah, because of that.
yeah. But
Schools pay their way out of that.
Son, like this, not act stupid.
You know what's going on.
This is a Trump case situation when multiple people fall and they choose a fall guy.
Yeah. Oh, you said the Trump situation.
Yeah, everybody was in fall, and then they just every week Trump throw somebody underneath the bus.
Somebody else get fired and then get taken to
As soon as they
trial.
get fired, they get them getting arrested. Like that's just the same thing.
But yeah, so I don't know. It's been a conversation we had many times on the show. Pay the players, because you know what's going to happen. Everybody's going to get smart. Somebody's going to develop a league where the players do get played. These brands are going to start moving towards that because they're going to be looking for the next big thing once LeBron and whoever else retires, right? So they're going to be looking for the next big thing. As a high school player, right, if I got a chance to showcase my skills and go to the league and get paid versus going, showcase my skills, get injured, and go to class, guess what I'm going to do?
Well, it's already starting because the league submitted a proposal to lower the age requirement back to 18.
Oh, that's what I'm saying. That ball is already rolling.
That's why they trying to get the G League really, as a developmental league. So then that way,
if the NBA is smart, they'll do that.
No, that's what they're trying to do. That will completely eliminate the whole college one and done. Then you will, all your high school seniors,
the
main
tier.
thing that they need to do to be able to fix that would be the whole thing behind eligibility in terms of amateurism.
Yeah,
like. If you declare for the NBA draft, you can't go back to school. Well, like, how is that fair if you declare for the NBA draft and say you declare?
Of that.
Well, they fixed that though.
Huh?
They fixed that, so you can declare for the draft, and as long as you don't sign an agent, you can come back.
But that's the thing is realistically,
who's not gonna sign with an agent?
Yeah, how far can you go if you don't sign with an agent?
I'm just saying. I mean,
that's
what Zion Wilson really don't need an agent to get drafted.
Yeah, he don't. But what about for the other? I don't know, maybe about 20-something guys that probably need an agent.
Well, you sell yourself in the combines and the workouts. Now,
look, just because you're a good arguer doesn't mean that you go to court without a lawyer. I'm just saying. You talking about Zion Williams? I need an agent.
I'm talking about from when he leave college to the draft. I'm saying after the draft, yes. I'm just saying from college to the day he gets drafted. That day. That's what I'm saying.
Okay,
but I'm still saying some of them kids are going to need an agent. My thing is all of them aren't ready to go to the NBA, and I don't see, like you say, pay the players. What's wrong with getting maybe somebody like a consultant that might, guide you along the way in terms of what maybe you need to do to be able to get yourself ready for the draft. And then you go back to school if you don't get drafted.
They're using a archaic argument in 2019. Oh, they're amateur. Okay, but you let every other student make money off of their abilities. If I was going to school and I wrote a book, if I wrote Harry Potter while still in school, I can make money off that book. If I created any other type of thing, if I created a company based on my skills that I learned in college or before I had in college, I can still earn that money while in college. Athletes are the only group of students that cannot make money.
Not all athletes either. Because I think, baseball? Baseball, you can still get drafted. You can get drafted by a team and then still play in the NCAA.
I don't know about baseball, but I mean, if that's true, that's even more messed up. So,
it's realistically just football and basketball is getting
because they know that's
over.
what brings in the money.
Exactly.
Like, So, but anyway, release dates. I want to get to that before we end the show. Brought to you by Sneaker Bar Detroit, the number one source of sneaker news and release dates. Friday, March 15th, you had the Aleli May Special Edition Air Jordan Retro 6 Millennial Pink, and you had the Foot Locker exclusive Nike Air Max 95 Baltimore Home and Away collection. I guess they got a power store too now.
I think everybody's getting the home and away because I seen Seattle got some stuff too.
Why?
Mm-hmm. Trying to get the Supersonics back.
Saturday, March 16th, you got two Air Jordan ones. You got the Black Phantom, and then you have the Sail University Red. You have the Francis. How do you pronounce this? The whatever.
Where we at?
Onomatopoeia.
Yeah.
No,
Saturday.
Oh, Amamanier.
Yes. You got their special edition Jordan Proto Max 720 Atlanta Knights. Those are growing on me. I don't hate them. You also have the Nike Air Max 90 Mars Landing, which I know everybody and their mama get ready for sneakers to crash Saturday. You got 3 Adidas Yeezy 350 Boost V2s. You have the Clay version that's coming out in North and South America only. You have the True Form version that is a Europe and Africa release only.
I like that one.
And then you have the Hyperspace, and that is being released only in Asia and Australia. Also, you have the Naked Special Edition Adidas Caminitas Magma Runner coming out that day as well. And then you have the Adidas Falcon Trace Purple. Thursday, March 21st, you have the Nike Air Max Plus Miami Vice, and you have the Nike Air Max Throwback Future Pack. And then Saturday, March 23rd, you have the Air Jordan Retro 13 Atmospheric Gray, the Adidas Yeezy 700 Boost V2 Geo, and then you have two Adidas Lexicon colorways, the Core Black and Triple White, or Black History Month White. I was going to say Air Max Day, they're not coming out any shoes, so it's kind of a letdown. But with it coming up, anybody got anything special they're going to pull out of their collections for that day?
No.
Okay.
No, not really.
Sorry.
I mean,
Everybody's so excited for Air Max Day.
I mean, nobody really buys shoes and have this stuff released online. So if you do buy it for Air Max Day, by the time you get it,
I'm saying anybody got any Air Maxes in their collection they're going to rock that day?
No.
I mean, I will rock something.
I'm be at work.
I don't even know what it is.
I think I might rock one
26.
of the mini versions that Nike released, the Guru shoe.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I should.
Right, like we just all wear that.
Get that Coral, Coral Studios 95 or whatever it was.
Yeah, it's a
They
race.
played you to the left.
Don't worry, if I
That's
get
probably
my-
what it was. It's just an exercise of like what designs can they come up with. That we
And
can
it still
say.
was it was still a Nike ID.
Wow.
Yeah.
But Nike ID, real quick, they need to expand the options. That's all I was going to make that point earlier. I don't know
What's
why
so
I didn't.
disappointing is that you used to have more options. As
Man.
your sneaker culture grew, you took the options away.
And then they give you like whack colorways,
So
like
basically, the only thing you
pine
design-
green.
only
Who the
thing
hell is looking for a
the only
pine
thing
green
you're
shoe?
designing is a limited GR.
Yeah,
That's
so
it.
it's ridiculous. I ain't saying you gotta give us bespoke, but you can give us more than what you're giving us. Anyway, this episode 207.
I don't know.
Kind of flew by the seat of our pants on this one.
No idea.
But yep, stay tuned for 208 next week. We'll be back better than ever. Guru's voice will probably come back,
Gotta
hopefully.
be.
And shout out to the Half and Half podcast for giving us nothing really, but shout out to them. All right, so we'll see you guys next week. We out.
Wow.
It's all good.